Hey to my healthy and wealthy internet family. Y'all get in here. Hit 7 if y'all can hear me. I'm gonna need y'all to press 7 down there in that in the comment section. Y'all get in here. Hey y'all, the internet sister is live. Go tell a friend to tell a friend. I'm here. Thank you. Good morning, sissy gal. Listen, y'all, go tell a friend to tell a friend. The internet sister is on live, y'all. Whew. It's a lot been going on. I'm telling y'all, it's a lot. Listen, I have created. Oh, that's cute. Yeah, I'm on live. No, that's okay. I'm sorry, y'all. My daughter here at my office unpacking. We're getting ready for a cruise. We'll be cruising. I know that's nice. So she's unpacking her cruise ship, her cruise where, yeah, we'll be cruising out on the 6th of this month. So y'all, I just been having a happy happy summer, family, spending family time, running my business, keeping up with my investments, doing a lot of good stuff, healthy things. However, I've been keeping my ears and my eyes to this damn internet. Drama. Y'all, we got body fluids being exchanged. We got online fights going on. And when I tell you, it's a different type of feeling when you sitting in the chair and you watching versus being a part of it. It's absolutely a total different feeling. I'm just so happy to not be a part of the chaos, but I can talk about it. Okay, I can talk about it. I can give my reactions. I can give my opinions, okay? My theory on what I see out here. And I just want to say, baby, the internet sister gonna be back 40 days, 40 nights. I just have to listen, y'all. I have to learn how to multitask, right? I have to learn how to multitask. I have absolutely detoxed from all the toxic negative energy so I can come on here with positive energy despite talking about the chaos. I pretty much think I'm in a healthy space where I can talk about the chaos but not be a part of the chaos, but not be a part of the chaos. So that's the choice I have made, to talk about it but not be a part of it. Okay, so that means I don't care about the backlash and if people start talking shit because they disagree with my opinion or things I say and do. I'm not correcting nobody. No, no, no. At this big age, I know right from wrong. So I still want to talk about what I see come down my timeline, point blank, period. And if you don't want me to talk about it, then don't put it on my timeline. Good morning to Shorty Red. Good morning to all you good people that's coming in here. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I hope you all have a prosper and productive day today on this great Monday. But guys, I'm over here cracking my side. I'm laughing. But overall, let me throw this out here. And I'm sorry, guys. Um, for the background noise, but my daughter's unpacking. No, so if you hear the little razzle dazzle going on with the paper, plastic, she just got a new shipment in. No, that's okay, baby. That's absolutely okay. You was unpacking before I went live, so it's not like you interrupted my live. You, you good, okay? You good. So, anywho, let's get into it. Y'all make sure y'all hit them thumbs up. Come on now. Come on, come on, come on. I'm not even about to give y'all a show. Y'all can listen to the background. Y'all can listen to my daughter unpack. I'm going to sit here and I'm going to enjoy watching my daughter unpack her items. Okay? Because if y'all thumbs is sore this morning, just say that. Just say that. But I'm not about to get on here and give y'all a laugh. I'm not about to get on here and entertain y'all and tell y'all what's tickling my damn funny bone. Now, if y'all want to know what's tickling my funny bone, I'm going to need y'all to use those thumbs. Come on, stop being lazy. Y'all can hit that thumb button, okay? Listen, it costs nothing to hit that thumb button. Hit that thumb button, okay? And now, I got 8 people who have hit that thumb button. I'll wait to talk when I get down to 8 followers, okay? If you don't want to hit the thumb button, then you ain't here to hear what I want to talk about. So you need to leave. I don't care. I will talk to one person. I will talk to one person. Numbers don't matter, but it's all about respect. Don't think you're going to pull up. Who raised y'all? Who raised y'all? Because one thing my mother and my grandmother always taught me, when you enter the room, you speak. If you're entering the room, you say hello. You say good morning. Be respectful. You enter my room, hit that thumb up, baby. Hit it. Start your day off. It's 7 minutes to 10 a.m. here Eastern time. Come on. You got to be energetic. You can't be too tired. Not no 10 a.m. in the morning. You too tired. You can't hit the thumb up. I have 27 people in the room, but only 13 thumbs. Be counted for. Be counted for. I can't count you if you ain't pressing that thumb. That means it's 13 people that showed up to hear what I got to say, because it's 13 thumbs. Prince. Y'all, come on. Ooh, 6:58 a.m. Okay, so some people probably ain't washed the coal out their eyes. Then I probably shouldn't be so hard, because I got to remember it's 10 a.m. here, but it's 6 a.m. somewhere else and 5 p.m. somewhere else. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. But out in California, it's not 7 o'clock yet. Okay, good morning to all my beautiful people. But let's get in here, y'all. Let's get in here. I'm up. I'm feeling good. Me and my daughter, we just got back in town. We was away. We went out of town to African braiders. Of course, like I said earlier, we're getting ready to go on the cruise. So my daughter wanted some bohos. What was boho? What's your hairstyle? What is that? Boho? Tycoon. Tycoon. Oh, yeah, she going to be so cute on the cruise. I'm going to upload the pictures. Tycoon. What's your hairstyle? Boho? Braids? What is those? Boho braids?
Yeah, boho knotless.
Boho knotless. She wanted some boho knotless. And if anybody know, I'm a sucker for my kids. I'm a sucker for my kids. And so she didn't find anyone local that really, I thought the hairdos was pretty local, but to know y'all niece Tycoon, she's very, very picky, and just her parts have to be top tier. The braiding have to be top tier. And so y'all know I'm a sucker for my daughter. I would travel around the world for her to get her hair done. You know, and normally she have me going over to Miami or Tampa or Orlando. As far as Atlanta, to African braiders to do her hair. So yep, she wanted some knotless boho, and her hair is beautiful. It was worth it. It cost me $500, but every bit of the $500, including travels and hotel, was worth it. So she wanted a certain length, and she wanted her boho. It was gonna be $360, but she wanted butt length, and she wanted it fuller, so it was additional. Like, we ended up being an additional $140. But I'm a sucker for my kids. I'm sorry. Somebody said 5 a.m. It's 5 a.m. where? Oh, I'm in California, just left the gym, shower at 5 a.m. Exactly. And I know you feel good, sis. Shorty Red, that's the best feeling, waking up and starting your day at the gym. Me and my girls, and we're going to share content with you all. But that's what me and my girls, we have started Pilates class and mommy and me gym together. Um, because it's important to be healthy and wealthy family. So it starts with healthy diet, healthy mindset. You know, you have to feel healthy physically. So yeah, we're definitely heavy on that gym. So y'all, let's get on in here. Okay, we got 18, y'all. I'm looking for 2 more, y'all. Come on, just hit them thumbs up so I can talk about what my title um state. See, I'm rambling and I'm talking about my life and my family. And some of you guys is here for that. Y'all want to hear, but a lot of you guys want to hear what tickles my funny bone. Okay? What tickles my funny bone? And a lot of y'all want to hear what's coming down my timeline. So hit them thumbs up, y'all. We got 29 people in the room. At least 20 of y'all should be checking in. The other 9, I accept y'all as spectators. Y'all just here to be nosy, not for support. But I need to have more support in the room than spectators. You said I'm tickled too. I want to laugh. Oh, y'all. I was screaming. I've been screaming. My daughter be looking at me like, Mama, are you on the spectrum? Why are you over there busting out laughing? Because every now and then I tiptoe out here to see what's going on. Because y'all my family. Y'all my internet family. So when I'm spending time with my kids and my family offline, I still check in on y'all. Even if y'all don't hear from me, I check in on y'all. Even if I'm not going live, I'm checking in on you guys. And baby, let me tell y'all something. I've been tickled. We got body fluids going on out here. Exchange of body fluids. And then we got online fights going on. It's a lot going on out here. And I'm just looking, I'm just like, Shout out to that damn Don. Man, it's always something going on. They be coming for Dawn left and right. But what I love about Dawn, she is so original. She is just so open. And man, Dawn is a one woman army. Dawn be taking that shit on left and right, y'all. I just see so much going on out here. I want to talk. Hey y'all, we got 36 people in here. Come in here with respect and hit that thumb up, y'all. If y'all want to hear what's tickling my funny bone, yes, Dawn is a show herself. Dawn is a one woman army. Dawn take that heat on. Dawn do her thing. Shout out to Dawn, baby. Dawn have me laughing my ass off, and they be trying, boy. They be trying to stand in the paint with Dawn. I just be laughing my ass off. Dawn be getting their ass back. They come for Dawn. Dawn fire back at their ass. Y'all hit the thumbs up. Show some respect. Hit the thumbs up. But y'all know I want to talk about the LaTruth. You know, LaTruth find love after all of the drama. LaTruth found love. LaTruth got out the way. So I definitely want to talk about LaTruth, how, you know, he found love. And, you know, I'm a backpedaler, but this ain't what this morning show about. This morning show, we just chit-chatting about body fluids and online fights, right? And I'm going to jump off. I ain't going to keep y'all too long. I'm just going to come on here and talk a little bit about what's keeping me, you know, laughing. What's keeping me laughing? But I would definitely be back to talk about LaTruth. I'm so excited about the new beginnings with him. And yes, I don't know about y'all, but I'm a soft girl. So anything to do with love, happiness, joy is my type of tea. So I'm on that, okay? I'm on the new Truth beginnings. I'm on the love of Truth, right? And one thing I want to say about the Truth. Hey, Teakers, welcome in here. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I can be wrong and I can stand for correction. But what I like about LaTruth in his new love story is that he took his time. Remember, we all was so caught up thinking it was Miss Season. Remember after his divorce, his breakup, he popped out with Miss Season, but the man told us we just didn't want to listen. The man told us he wasn't in a relationship. The man told us, that it was a transition, a transaction. It was business. We did not want to listen to the truth. But what I love, thank you, sis, for the love. Thank you, thank you, thank you for that 19.99. Thank you for supporting this channel. I'm back here, guys, and I'm gonna be doing more members only, definitely on the Truth love story, right? Because I ain't got time for all that chaos and craziness, because people don't want to see other people happy, so they just start fighting with you for congratulating someone else on their happiness journey, on their new journey. For you all who just coming in, please disregard the noise in the background. My daughter was doing some unpacking. She just got new shipment. Um, we're going on a cruise July 6th, and her cruise, you know how you do your shopping before the cruise ship. So she just got a new shipment, so she in the background unpacking. So anyway, like I was saying, so this isn't what this live is about. We're going to talk about LaTruth and his new beginnings. We're going to talk about his love life. We're going to talk about his journey, to be a family man. I don't know about y'all, but that's the LaTruth I know. I don't feel like what LaTruth is doing is about clout chasing, about putting on, because when I started watching the truth, when I started following the truth, I absolutely was following a family man. So I just feel like this is who he is. You know what I'm saying? I don't see the truth to be somebody who just bounce around from relationships to relationships. Shit, don't. The only people that ever really pop out here on the truth was, we know for a fact that he was in a relationship with Sierra, the baby mama, and his ex-wife Bree. So he just don't look like he's a man that just go around slinging his penis, slinging body fluid right and left, left and right. Which, with him being an entertainer, he could have had that opportunity. He could have been that type of man to carry himself that way. Thank you so much, brother Terry, because I didn't throw out my disclaimer. So hey, y'all, I'm the internet sister. I'm a YouTuber. I'm a content creator. I'm a blogger. Everything here on my channel is allegedly. You have to do your facts checks and go find the facts, okay? I'm here to promote love, entertainment, motivation, and educational purpose. So LaTruth definitely don't give me the vibes that, he have to taste the water. You know what I'm saying? He got to run through a dozen of women before he find Miss Right. So proposing is not a surprise to me. The part that surprised me with the LaTruth, proposing to his fiance, was that, damn, a lot of time hurts turn males bitter, and they don't want to try to love again. So sometimes when a man is hurt, a man usually try to protect his heart. So I was just surprised to see that, after so much of pain and drama and chaos that was brought into his life, that he was able to find love. So much about the LaTruth and his new beginnings, because I'll be back to talk about that on the night show, or tomorrow, later today's show. But this morning I'm laughing, and I want you guys to know I'm so tickled. Okay, my tickle bone is so freaking funny. It's so so freaking funny. All these fights that's going on out here on the internet. Y'all poke around with P Talk trying to come at Break Room 411 is too freaking funny. Like, I don't have a dog in the fight. None of this out here on the internet involves me, right? I'm just talking about it because I'm absolutely a blogger, right? I'm a messy content creator, a messy blogger, whatever y'all want to call me. But one thing I'm not gonna do is fight with anyone over my commentary. I'm going to talk about it. So y'all, the funniest thing is, and listen, y'all, they been over there supporting her, watching her, and all that good stuff. And baby, when I tell you, P Talk having not P Talk, but poke around, yeah, poke around with P Talk. Having came up for air, y'all. She thinks she eating down. She thinks she eating down on Break Room 411, honey. But we all know anything is to distract a person from their commentary. If they want to go off on one individual, they're going to do whatever it takes. But God has, they're going to do whatever it takes to distract that person and protect that person. So, I'm just so funny. So I hear y'all talking about me in the background, despite the fact I'm gonna lie. Yeah, she would not let me get the boho, but I did. Yeah, if I was gonna sit there with her, I had to get in the African chair too and take advantage. Yeah. So yeah, they going to support whoever it is if it comes to distracting. Um, yeah, I seen the play. Oh, so Teacher said, Jeannie, those heifers are only beefing for profit. They will support foolishness. I told you that before. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. I see the play. I see the play. And I said that damn poking around with P Talk ain't coming up for air because they over there supporting her. They definitely, and that's why I backed down and I backed out. I ain't beefing with nobody for profit. And first and foremost, because it makes no sense to beef. Everybody is entitled to their own opinion, right? And if you don't agree with somebody's channel, just don't watch it. Why make it out of a fight? Which Teekers got the answer. People watch other people's channel, right, to create chaos and to beef for profit. You're absolutely right, Teekers. You know, that's bingo. That's bingo because if you don't like someone, then don't go to their channel. Give two F's what they're talking about. Don't go to people's channel to be a bone carrier and cause chaos. And they've been doing this for a while, and it's sick because of the age group. The age group is not even, cute anymore. It's funny, it's sick because of the age group. Like, these people are really in their late 40s or early 50s, causing this chaos. And then they supporters are damn near 80. The supporters are like in their 60s, 70s, and 80s, and they're promoting the chaos. So, hey, why not kick back and watch the shit show? Me personally, I love watching a good circus. I just don't want to be the performance. Yeah, I don't want to be the damn clown. I'll be a part of the audience and watch this clown show. Tigger said, I don't watch them and I don't respond to either, and definitely won't silence me either. Right, right. Nobody have to be silenced, but you can remove yourself from the chaos. Like I said, you can watch it and you can talk about it without being a part. It's not what you say, it's how you respond. Like, person can take my video and they can talk shit about my video reactions, my thoughts, how I feel, what I think, my unpopular opinion, and they can go on a rampage on their channel and talk about me. I'm not fighting with anyone. I'm too classy to fight with anyone. And you guys know, when I go a flat line, I go days without going live. You guys know I'm detoxing. I'm detoxing. And I detox so much out here to where ain't no need of me detoxing anymore. So I'm not going to get my hand dirty. I don't give a damn. I have to tap into my true who I am, how I live in real life, and don't get entangled with this internet shit. See, some people have a shit show here online. You know, they can do and be anything they want to be online, but offline, they ain't got shit going on. Vice versa. I'm out here doing dumb shit online that I wouldn't even do in real life. You know what I'm saying? I don't beef with nobody in real life. I don't have walking enemies in real life. So why am I here, creating enemies online? Why am I here beefing online when my real life is real? I have shit going on in real life. So I'm like, Jeannie, you got to just move how you move in real life. You have to move like that online. In real life, you going to say what the hell you got to say, and that's going to be that. You know what I'm saying? You ain't chasing behind who like you, who agree with you, who disagree with you. You a whole solo woman offline. You a whole mother offline. You a grandmother offline. So get online and be that mother, be that grandmother, be that business owner, be all that you are in real life. And then you don't have to worry about attaching to drama. So the people that's online that does this stuff for profit, be for profit, hey, I can't knock them. That's the way they move. So I have to respect the fact the way people move. People want to be drama. If people want to create chaos on their channel, that's their business. I can't call nobody out for creating chaos on their channel. If that's their image, if that's their character, then that's their business. So I can't correct nobody, but what I can do is focus on my channel and laugh about this shit show. Absolutely laugh at these people who really do this drama shit for profit. So one of the things I'm laughing about this morning, shout out to that motherfucking Brianna Battles. Shout out to Bri. Shout out to Bri. Everything I say on my channel is to promote love, entertainment, motivation, and educational purpose. Shout out to Miss BB. Okay, y'all, shout out. Damn, I'm really going. Y'all, I'm laughing. I'm absolutely laughing. So, Jeannie, right? Keep living your soft life. Oh, yeah, I know people. I came out here day one. I came out here day one saying, that's who I am. I'm a soft girl and I live a soft life. And I got to continue to be that soft girl and live that soft life. BB got her a new man, y'all. Well, allegedly, I seen some videos and pictures that my girl is post up with a new boo thing. Y'all. Now, I'm saying this with all respect. I don't know what type of heart Bree got. But I know most hearts, a heart is a muscle. And normally when you like sprain your leg or tear a muscle in your leg, arm, or whatever, it takes time to heal. Like, you don't put a cast on it, it heals itself. But that damn Brie Hart, it don't be taking no damn time, y'all. I think we counted in the LaTrue saga, it was 28 days before she had a new man. When her and LaTrue, separated, when they departed, within 28 days, her heart had already healed and was able to take on another man. Yeah, y'all, I think Janelle came in the pictures 28 days after the separation of her and LaTruth. And the thing is, hey, I can't judge her. We can't judge her because if she have a strong ass heart and her heart heals that fast, hey, that's a unique ass heart. Shit. Shit, y'all laughed at me because y'all said I was waiting on a nigga for 15 years. Well, damn, it took a sis heart. Damn near 11 years. He did 11 years for my heart to heal. But god damn. Yes. Okay. Thank you so much. You did it right. So it took somebody said, well, I'm happy for her to minding my business, whatever is going on. That's right. Drop her off for it. She ain't got her car yet. She rode with me. And she ain't trying to be him. Yeah. I'm gonna need you to make that check out when you get back, okay? Oh, make sure. Hold on, guys. 1 second, y'all. I'm sorry about that. That one said that girl needs to hear expeditionally before dating again. Well, I'm happy for her too. I'm minding my MF in business, whatever is going on. I'm with you, Teakers. I'm minding my business. I'm not judging, but I'm damn sure laughing and talking about it, sis. I'm gonna talk about this shit, but I ain't judging nobody. I ain't getting, listen, I'm not fighting over nobody. See, these people get so emotional attached to other people's business where they want to fight you about your opinion on something or whatever your content. I'm not fighting with nobody over my content. I'm sorry, I'm not getting emotional attached. That one said that part T because it is. I don't give a damn about who she's dating. I'm no longer concerned about nobody else's business. That's what Teaker says. I'm no longer concerned about anybody's business. As far as me, this is more just chit chat and talking about the heart and how some people heart can heal. The muscle can heal itself in 28 days from a heartbreak or a separation or a divorce or a baby daddy baby mama breakup. So it's not so much just speaking on, I'm using her situation, but I'm just talking, ladies, talk to me down there in the chat. Normally, how long do it take you to get over a man before you try something new? I be so concerned about body fluids. That's my biggest concern. I like to stay, and y'all can chit chat down there in the chat. I like to stay in the same zone. I like to stay with the same person because I'm big on body fluids is change. That's my biggest thing with getting over a person and moving on to the next person. It's just the body fluids, getting adjust and adapt with somebody new, licking in my face, sucking in my mouth, kissing on me, pumping on me. That's the hardest part when it comes to a breakup with me. That is man, I'll be out here forever. You hear me? I'm telling y'all, I'm a long-term person when it comes to a relationship. I end up, and I probably shared this with some of y'all, messing with bad dudes. And, bad guys is one or two places, the graveyard or incarcerated. So that's why a lot of my relationships ended. It wasn't because, oh, I'm just breaking up. I know I will be in forever relationships. That's why when the last person became incarcerated, I'm like, I'm not moving on. I'm just going to wait on him. Like, I don't want no new body fluids. I don't want it. No, thank you. Poo Poo told y'all it took about 10 years. Shit, I don't know. I don't want new body fluids. I have never loved on without healing from the previous relationship. I have never loved on without healing from the previous relationship. Right. I think healing is very important. But like I said, we can't judge her if her heart healed faster than my heart, your heart, that 199. It may take you a great bit of time for your heart to heal, but it seemed like to me, Bree have strong muscles when it comes to her heart. Seem like to me, her heart, like she can have a heart tear, and seem like to me, a day in the wake up, her heart is already healed back together. I'm just saying from watching her love life. She share her love life out here on the internet. So it's going to be talked about. It's not judging her. But I'm just saying her heart heals. I mean, maybe God gave her a special type of heart to heal, sooner. Because like I said, it's not even about my heart. It be more about my mindset, mentally thinking like I don't want to do this all over again. Yeah. But that's how fast it be seeming like our little sister Bree heart be healed one day in the wake up. Bree be healed, baby. Let me tell you, one day in the breakup, she be healed. Sometimes it takes some people 6 months to get over a man, to get over and heal mentally, physically. And sometimes it takes some people a year. Shit. Y'all, it took me 11 years. It took me 11 years. I ain't ashamed to say. My last breakup, I ain't know I was healed and I was able to move on until this man came home. That 199 said, I am going to be honest. She ain't healed. She just put on a show to make the previous man jealous. Let's keep it real now. So you don't think she healed? I can't say she's not healed because I'm not in her body. You know what I'm saying? I can say like, damn, it's fast. Like I said, it seemed like one day in a wake up. So it definitely is unique how she move on, but I don't know if she's healed or not. I can't say that. Girl, cut it the fuck out. You know her heart and here are got engaged next. Nah, y'all. See, y'all ain't right. Y'all ain't right. Linda Davis, don't do me. Linda Davis 009 say, girl, cut it the fuck out. You know her heart ain't here. RH got engaged next. So y'all really think, no, y'all be fair. Y'all express how I feel and what I think, and then y'all can express how y'all feel and what y'all think. So Linda, you really feel like this new guy? I would not put a new man on my roster to try and make another man jealous, because that would set me up for failure again. So I wouldn't do that. So I can't say that's what she's doing, Linda. I can't say that. That is, people may feel that way and think that way. I can't say that's what she's doing. But okay, I'm gonna respect your comment, right? And it's probably 1,000 people out there, Linda, that will agree with you. But I know damn well I'm not going to add another man on my damn roster to make another man, jealous. If I even tiptoe and date behind the scene, like, boy, you better be quiet. You better be quiet. Like, Poo Poo was my little secret for a while. We wasn't exchanging body fluids. So it's not necessary because I see her popping out with another man. I can't even say she's changing body fluids because Poo Poo was my little secret for a while. I was, traveling, seeing him before, I told y'all I gave it up one time and baby Poo Poo was created. So I can't say that she will add another man on her roster to make another man jealous? If so, that's weak, sis. And I encourage any woman I'm gonna, I know some women need a man to help them get over the next man. I have heard that. Like, some women get into new relationships because they're hurting sitting home alone. Like, some women can't be lonely. Some women need companionship. Now, I have heard of that. So they use one man to get over the other man, like a rebound. But as far as to make another man jealous, no. I would encourage anybody who have that mindset or that mentality that they will go and enter into another relationship to try to make that man jealous. 9 out of 10 chances you hurting yourself, because you will get a reputation as being a whore before you make the man jealous. You really, if I'm keeping it real, Linda, I promise you, I'm keeping it real. My way of thinking. This is just my way of thinking. I think a woman who does that to themselves is really hurting their reputation. A man will respect you more. And this is just how I feel. This is how I feel. This is my opinion. That if you are in a breakup and you want to get a man back, you feel like you want to get a lick back from a man, going to get another man is not getting your lick back. Because if anything, you're sending a message through the wave. That dude is like, damn, I'm glad I stopped fucking with her. She a hoe. She hunching on another man already. And we only been broke up 30 days. We only been broke up 60 days. So running out, getting another man to try to make another man jealous, that's diabolical. That's crazy works. That really hurts your reputation. Now, if you want to hurt a man, you want to get a lick back, boss your life up. Be that woman to make that man feel like, damn, I fucked up. I made the wrong choice of leaving her. She the bossed up. She the upgrade. And, she living her soft girl life. And make yourself valuable. Don't be easy access as a breakup, because two, you got to think about it. Now you got two men that's looking at you. You got the man that you left, right? That's saying, damn, she let him in that easy. It only took him 30 days to have access to her, to show her off online. Hell, I was out here with y'all for about 3 years before y'all even knew a fucking poo-poo, or 2 years. And then I popped out. Like, I want Robert. This man here, y'all learned about poo-poo because I had to bring him out to let y'all know this man been in the waiting room for 10 years. This man been waiting to have a title as a boyfriend with me for 10 years. This is a successful man. And if poo-poo haven't reached that level, why would y'all think I'm out here lusting over Robert? So that's how I brought y'all in, became transparent, and brought y'all in my personal life. Little as y'all knew, I was just sitting out here counting my fingers on 15, waiting on 15 years. So it's not always good to pop out with a man when it comes to a breakup. So I wouldn't think that's the way she's thinking. And if that's the way she's thinking, it can really hurt her reputation as a woman. It lowers her standard. You want to be a top tier woman, then you want a man to have to work double hard, prove himself that he's not going to be the next one to hurt you, and trust me, a man will love you down at the beginning. A man will love on you, but at the same time, he thinking in the back of his head like, damn, you just broke up with homeboy a month ago. Now I'm over him poking you. That man who poking you after a breakup, he really ain't into you. Because he see how easy you move on. So you can hurt yourself. Right. It says, so she could keep it at that once she put it out. What? She just want to get her whistle wet? It said, I'm not assuming anything. Jeannie spoke about healing. Okay, so how long, let Linda, be honest with me. How long do you think it it should take her to heal. Because I don't know. Everybody heal different. Everybody heal different. I came out here on the internet, and when I said I just want to be healed before I get in another relationship, my brother Ty asked me, like, damn, how long it's going to take you to heal? Poo Poo asked me, damn, how long it's going to take you to heal? Like, I want to make sure I'm healthy and I'm over my past. I think if anyone asks me now, am I healed from my last relationship, which my break off was in 2015? My break off, I have not been in a committed relationship since 2015. That means I have not have a lived in boyfriend. I have not committed nothing, right, to no one since 2015. So now I'm dating for marriage. That's just plain out simple. I'm not gonna date anyone unless I know he have what it takes to become my husband. And do I feel like I'm healed? Yeah, but shit, everybody ain't gonna sit there and wait 10 years and be like, okay. Hey, Linda, I'm sorry about that, guys. So, Linda, I see where you said, kids probably calling the new one daddy and all. I love that for her and them. Hey, maybe this one will stick. Now, I haven't been out here going live, but my ears have been to the streets. And I'm going to tell y'all now, the word kids is very sensitive, right? Even because if you're not talking directly about the kids, but just using the word kids, they are saying her kids are being drugged. So I'm gonna talk about what I want to talk about on my channel, but I'm gonna be very sensitive when it comes to the word kids, or when it comes to mention anything about her kids or her children. Right? I watched it. I know her kids is not being drugged. I know, Dawn was just speaking on the sleeping situation and where one of her sons slept at when the granddaddy was down. But yet they was like, oh, her kids is being drugged. So here on my channel, because I respect all kids. I think all kids should be protected. I think all children should be protected. And all kids should be given respect, despite the fact that there's a content creator that can come out here and show the truth granddaughter running away in the parking lot, constantly stalk Truth, and Truth daughter, which is a child, despite the age she is, she's still Truth child. And I feel like if one group of kids should be protected and talked about on the internet. I think these same double-minded women should protect LaTrue's stepdaughter, protect LaTrue's grandbaby, and protect LaTrue's daughter. It's just a sick situation. But see, I can't control that. The only thing I can control is the internet Sister JK channel. Can y'all hear me? Yeah, they're collateral damage. Can y'all hear me? Drop 7. So I just want over here, y'all, everybody have the right to have their, freedom of speech. But I just want to say that, I just want to be very cautious when saying certain comments, including the kids, because all kids deserve to be protected. All kids deserve respect. But there is some double-minded women out here on the internet, and they just want it to go one way. So with your comments, Linda, I hope this new man, now this is just my opinion, I don't know, but I hope this new man is not brought around the family so quick. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like the little ones have been through enough. So to reply back to your comment, I'm hoping that's not. I hope your comment is not true. I just feel like the kids, now they deserve to heal. They deserve to heal. And it take the little ones a little longer. Sometimes kids don't get the opportunity, and this is just me speaking in general. Sometimes kids don't get the opportunity to heal until they're grown. There's a lot of grown people that's healing now because of what happened in their childhood. What happened in their childhood. Hey, Felicia, baby girl, I'm doing well. All is well, sis. How about yourself? All is well. How about yourself? I'm the survivor. Hey, beautiful. Hey, hey, hey. But yeah, I just pray that, they don't get introduced so soon. Because us as grown up, us as adults, like I said, we move different. Some of us can heal a day in the wake up, and some of us 6 months, some of us a year. Hell, I've been talked about because they say I waited on the man for 15 years. But hell, I ain't lose nothing waiting. I just, hey, the price up. You know what I'm saying? The score is up. I'm a valuable person. The scoreboard just went up even higher. Because guess what? You had ninjas scouting. You had ninjas coming to me. We all can walk out our front door and get a free fuck. We all can walk. Every woman under my voice can walk out their front door and get a man. It's not hard getting a man, and especially when you're a successful woman, it's not hard. But when you know your value, you know who you are, you don't rush. And what I feel like is a healing process for me may be too long for someone else, and someone else may heal faster. So for each his own. I just got the opportunity to see the new man, right? It was clear as, y'all press 7 if y'all can hear me. I'm the survivor, said I'm not healed myself. I'm still healing. Can y'all hear me now? I went out and came back in, Teekers. Okay, good. Teekers, baby, yes. Detox from this BS is a must. And listen, y'all, it's okay to watch, right? It's okay to watch the shit show, the clown, the circus, whatever you want to call it. When you get emotionally attached to these people life, right, into these people business, that's when it becomes a problem. We all have to stay mindful what this app is for, y'all. This app is for entertainment, right? To me, I have met good and bad. Y'all know the internet, sister. I have supported LaTruth in his support group. I got to meet a lot of good people. I got to meet a lot of bad people. I support Bree and Bree support team. I met good people when I supported Bree. I met bad people when I supported Bree. Okay, I feel like my fuck up, and this may not be y'all effed up. I feel like my fuck up with this, with that saga was I got emotionally attached. I allow my personal feelings, okay, to get emotionally attacked versus facts over feelings. And that's where I think a lot of us fell short, right? But I encourage y'all to not beat up on y'all self, you know, for getting involved. Y'all just got to get emotional, y'all have to disattach yourself, y'all feelings, and learn at the end of the day, no one have control over these people situation. Nobody have control over these people personal situation and personal life. Like, people will really lay their life down. It's scary when you watch it. People come out here and get a hard down beef with others. They will attack people family. They will do dumb shit. We watched it right here in our own eyes, real time. And a lady, a content creator getting pulled up on, a content creator getting pulled up on. I mean, at her front door, someone there knocking at the door. You know what I'm saying? That could have went wrong in so many ways. But it's all about emotionally attached to somebody else personal life and personal business. And some of y'all haven't even met these people in person. Some of y'all haven't even had personal phone conversation with these people. Y'all just been dedicated supporters in the comment section, and y'all are real life willing to lose everything behind a internet saga, which is crazy. Like I said, I don't beat up on myself. I just like, damn, Gina, you just got yourself a little bit too much emotional attached to, you know, something that should just have been entertainment, right? We know that these people are influencers, right? We know that they are influencers. We knew from day one when their divorce story came out, here it was all about, you know, for profit. Okay, we know a lot of content creators got involved, even including myself, got monetized and started making money off this story. So it's just all entertainment. Right, Linda. Right, Linda. No, I wasn't speaking about you, sis. No, I know your comment was being discussed. I was just speaking in general. I'm talking about the people who be ready to fight you, the people who be ready to hold fire under your feet. Like, you know, that's just, those are the people that is emotional attached. No, just because you come through and you drop your comment, that don't make you emotional attached. When you go and you're ready to start fighting with people over their opinion and over their comments, over their commentary, that's when you become emotional attached. But as far as you, Linda, if you sit and back and you're watching things take place, you entitled to your opinion. You entitled to creating a comment. That don't make you emotional attached. If you ain't the one out here, you know, trying to fight with people, calling people out their name. I put up a post on my Facebook page congratulating RH on his engagement, proposing to his new fiance. I was called every name in the book besides the child of God. And that was a positive status on Facebook. But oh, you delusional. Oh, you just was against him. Y'all, I I didn't even go back and forth with those people because I'm like, this person is very emotional attached. They're hurt because LaTruth have found happiness in his life. You know, I'm not going to keep backpedaling with these people because they're emotional attached. Their feelings is hurt because they wanted to see this man broken. You know what I'm saying? The truth lost just about everything besides his peace and his happiness. And they don't even want him to have that. They don't even want him to have that. Those are example of those type of people are emotional attached, not you, because you're giving an opinion because you're watching the shit show unfold, Linda. Linda said the part I don't like is when the beautiful and innocent kids are being attacked. That I don't like. Kids shouldn't be talked about by anyone. That's low, and that's when I tune out. They did nothing. Kim said, "Well, yes, we are jealous." Oh yeah, to not be in agreement with somebody being happy, Kim, then yeah, that is to me a sign of jealous. It's jealous or evil acts. If something have Truth and Bree chapter should have been closed, right? But we continue to keep it open. The moment that Bree went and got with Janelle, it shouldn't even been the LaTrue saga, LaTrue and Bree saga, because Bree entered into a whole nother relationship, but yet the saga stayed open, right? Now, I mean, Bree had babies and everything, and RH was still being attacked. So now he have flipped a new leaf and he's about to be a married man, right? His engagement shouldn't be in a moment for Bree supporters to drag him. So yes, that gives a sign of the supporters being jealous of his happiness and his peace. Now, if you all are not jealous of his happiness and his peace, then that's just evil work, to come up on a post, a status of the truth and just begin to say so much of evil and distasteful things on a positive post. It's something there, right? Right, right. Y'all, that one says she's no longer a part of the foolery. She's focusing on other things that's important. And I agree with you. That's me. And that's why I say, I'm gonna come on my live screen and I'm gonna talk about what I want to talk about. I'm gonna hold what topic I want to hold, but what I'm not gonna do is fight back and forth with people based off of their comments, their opinion, and how they feel about my commentary. Like, I'm not doing it. I don't have a dog in the fight. Sister Gal say I support the real, not the fake. Well, it's I'm gonna be honest with you. It's a lot of one-way streets. Like I said, you got these people that want to protect Bree kids, but at the same time, they support the fact that another content creator drags every little thing that every little thing that any little thing that Robert's teen mom, right? She's a teen mom. Anything Robert teen mom, daughter does, she's a teen mom. They drag that baby throughout the internet. Like hell, nobody out here have a perfect mother award. Okay, nobody, because we all fell short somewhere in our motherhood. We had to learn the do's and the don'ts. Most of us first time mom, we parented better with our second child than we did with our first child, because we learned from our first child the do's and don'ts. So I'm like, how can these group of women say Bree kids are being drugged through the internet because Don said, hey, one of her sons slept with the grandfather when he came in town, or Dunn just talked about what she witnessed when she was at Bree's house. They label it as, oh, she's dragging Bree kids. Well, you got a content creator goes and stalk Robert's page or her supporters, and they seeing her videos, or she, screenshot videos. Then she comes on here and she talks about Robert. She talks about Robert daughter, who's a teen mom. She talks about Robert grandchild being neglected. Oh, she running through the parking lot. She shouldn't run through the parking lot. Look at them. They letting her do this. But then when Dunn says, I didn't think it was a good look for one of the sons to always sleep in the bed with the father. When the father come, this son goes to the basement. And we all know the father charges. So when Dunn said that, now Dunn and other people are being labeled as if they're dragging the kids. But same difference. I just think it's a one-way street. I think it's a lot of mental health people out here that have mental health issues. I just think it's a lot of bigger people out here, unhappy people out here. I think it's a lot of people that trauma bond. Yeah, but hey, I'm not emotional attached. And like I said, I'm not going to get to the point where I'm going to drag people about what they bring out on their page. It's their page. And if they want to do what they do, for profit, hey, who am I? I'm just the internet sister. I can only control what goes on over here. So Linda said at Seekers, no ma'am, I never been caught up, just have an opinion. I am caught up in making bacon and pancakes. I wish no one ill will because they have a different opinion, right? Is ignorant in juvenile. Yeah, it is. It's very ignorant in juvenile. I agree with you. And my mom's voice is elementary. So I'm definitely not yeah, I agree with you, Freedom. It's very low budget. And then if you are a positive person, you can tell it's low budget. You can tell it's not for you when you are a positive person, because it drains that energy. It drains your positive energy. Who wants to come on the internet and be low vibration every single day? I'd rather go out, lay out by my pool, read a nice book. I'd rather go to the gym. I'd rather go, um, what you call it, me and my daughter, I don't know if I uploaded it on here. I know I put it on my TikTok. Bubble tea shops. My daughter been taking me out to happy hours, you know, bubble tea shops. I get both of, I get boba tea shops. I get best of both worlds. I have one daughter take me in happy hours and we sipping on wine. And I have another daughter that takes me to happy hour and we at the bubble tea shop, right? I got some little things at the bottom of my tea popping in my mouth, coming out the straw. So I rather dedicate that time, because y'all, we can't get this time back. I have had 4 years to pass me up in this saga, and I can never go back and get that time that I wasted. Being out here 12 and 13 hours a day talking to you guys. I can't go back and get those 12 and 13 hours. And I'm going to tell y'all, since I've been balancing my time between my multiple business and sharing my time between my girls, whether we do things as a group, as a family, or we do things based on the age group of my two daughters. And I know I don't talk much about baby poo poo. I'm gonna have to bring him back in on the storyline. But as we spend this family time together, I really realized I was missing a lot. I was missing a lot. I sacrificed a lot to gain what, y'all? To gain what? Them dollars ain't worth losing that valuable time that you lose with your loved ones. Linda said, you're right. I see the ones who spin out of control. I think that's a personal mentally issue. However, that tells me their real life is empty and it's sad. Exactly. And that's why I had to check myself. I'm like, just recently, I had to check myself. I say, Jeannie, just, man, it was mind blowing for people to really think when, I used to be talking or doing commentary, breaking down one person who we all know is full of shit out here, right? We all, even their supporters, know they full of shit out here. We all know that they absolutely the type to throw a rock and hide their hand behind their back. They try to justify why they are so mean to the husband, and to have the people be like, oh, you just doing this because you jealous of her, you want her. Man, that was the most, to me, the most disrespectful comments, to say I'm jealous. That was so a low blow. I'm like, and if people look up to this, I had to check myself. I'm like, if this the type of stuff people look up to, right? They look up to people bullying who they want them to bully. They look up to, it being okay for certain people to be bullied. They see it's okay for a deceased to be talked about in drug, and they find excuses to protect something like that. Those are just like-minded people. So Gina, who are you talking to when you come out here and you're exposing this person? The people who's like-minded, who think like you, the classy women, the top tier women, they already see that's unhealthy over there. So you ain't got to keep talking about her, because the people who know, and the people who don't want to know, no matter what you come out here and say, they ain't going to receive it. So at the end of the day, you got to have a mental illness. I really checked myself like, damn, you done lost yourself. You the real life lost yourself in this battle. Like, these are people you wouldn't sit around the round table with in real life. Despite the fact that some of them I have sat to the table with, when I went out to eat with them on our women retreat. But real life, you already know. So I had to fall back. And check myself, because sometimes it's not about the other person, it's about you. So I'm like, you are the problem, Jeannie, because you going up against something that you already know is wicked and evil, and you ain't getting. I had somebody, one time to tell me that they had a spiritual mom that they had been talking to. And they told me at the very beginning to watch the individual that I once supported, okay? The leader across the street. They told me that their godmother and then was talking. They wanted to give me heads up. I'll never forget this conversation with this person. I was walking the beach. I was shelling, because that's where I find my peace at, y'all. I find my peace at shelling. I'm a waterside girl. And I'll never forget, I was shelling. And this person called me on the phone. And they was telling me to not go the Miss A way. They was telling me, oh, my godmother and I'm praying for you. You got to be careful with her. It's something wrong. And within 6 months, 7 months later, if that long, that same person called me back and told me they watched Miss A video and they feel like I was breaking her down a little too much. And it's stuff like that. Like, damn, Jeannie, get your hand off this saga. Stop giving people access to you. Stop letting people call you. Because this same lady said her godmama told her and her godmama been talking and praying. And she want to just call me because she likes me so much. And she got my back. She want me to be careful, be careful with Miss A. Don't deal with Miss A. This before I ever went on any women retreat. This same woman called me back like she was protecting Miss A. I knew then, like, oh, hell no. This is why I always built a wall. Person can't walk up to me and put their hand on my shoulder. And this is in real life. Person can't walk up to me and put their hand on my shoulder. You know why? I eat, I sleep, I shop, and I go places where nobody knows me. That's just how protective I am when it comes to myself. That's self-love for me. I have enough of love for myself that I'm not going to even position myself in harm's way. And if I ever go anywhere that I feel that I'm going to be in harm's way, I take security with me, y'all. I take bodyguards with me. And this is in real life. This is in real life. So why? I've been out here giving people on the line access to me. Yes, this person gave me warning before destruction, but the thing is, this person came back at the end. This person came back at the end and was telling me to back down off of Miss A. Oh, you making yourself look bad. I say for me standing up, but you can tell me. You have sent me stuff Miss A have said about me, stuff that Miss A have said about. I'm talking about this is the person who absolutely sent me stuff when Miss A was talking about poo-poo. Like, she was absolutely sending me shit that Miss A was saying. But then turned around on the end. I'm like, well, damn, at the beginning, when you see me developing a relationship with Miss A, you was so against it. You was telling me to watch my back. You was telling me to watch my back. You was telling me not to get so close to Miss A. You told me you and your godmama prayed in that, I need to be careful because you really care about me. You really like me. But then at the end, you telling me, oh, you don't need to be talking about her. Oh, I listened to one of her live and she just don't. I said, man, at that point, nobody got access to the internet, so I don't deal with nobody offline unless I'm shipping you a care box. Other than that, I keep it very I keep it very respectful, very humble here on the internet. I don't want to talk to nobody on the back end. I don't want to have a conversation with nobody on the back end because people are so wishy-wash. People are so wishy-wash. It's crazy. You don't know who you dealing with out here. Teacher says, see, I have had conversation with some of those same women who talk about A to me and they were planning to walk away. It's funny now to see them same women defending her. Well, to me, I just feel like you have to deal with people that's on your level, right? You got to deal with like-minded people. You got to deal with like-minded people. And it's okay because if they agree, that's them. That's not a bad thing. If that's what they want to do, they want to agree with, wrongdoing, that's their business. We all grown. Yes, Linda, and listen, Linda, I'm more of an observer. I observe people. I listen to people, and then I have a mind like an elephant. I don't forget a damn thing. So definitely my discernment spirit kick in. You definitely can read the room. It's definitely yeah, Linda, definitely. That's my energy. See, I spend a lot of time by myself. I spend a lot of time by myself. So when talking to people, I can definitely be on the phone with you and I'm listening. I'm taking in, and I definitely do read energy. I just shake my damn head because when the hypocrites and backpedaling is wow. Yes, it is. It is. And it's yeah, you can't make this shit up. Freedom 24/7 say, Teachers, you can't make this shit up. You can't make it up. And the thing is, you can't get mad at it either. You can't be mad at people because of the choices and the decisions they make. You know, you dust your feet, right? You just dust your feet. You watch stuff play out. You watch stuff play out. Even back to what I was saying when I got on here and I was talking about the fluids, right? The body fluids out here. I was absolutely coming on here asking you women, how long do it takes time for you to heal? Because like I was saying, our little sis Bree seemed like a day in the wake up. My girl be back out here, right? A whole new, because it looked like Humidi was over there saying she thought Janelle was on the vacation trip, and shit, the pit photos were released. That's not Janelle. So I'm like, damn, my girl done moved on fast. But it may be fast to me because I'm a snail. I'm a turtle when it comes to moving on. Like I said, any of my relationships, they was ripped apart, right? I'll probably still, shit, I'm still likely married for 31 years. Hey, I'm still like married for 31 years. Cause like I was saying, all my relationship been torn apart. Other than that, I'll still be with one man, and it's still like I'm married to my ex-husband 31 years. Shit, that's our family cruise, which we do a family vacation every year. So we are at a theme park or we're on a cruise. We're somewhere. Shit, July 6th, that's me, my kids, my grandson, and my ex-husband of 31 years. I showed y'all the photos, the pictures. We have never stopped co-parenting. You know, we have never, ever, ever stopped co-parenting. And shit, if I knew what I know now, um, hell, I probably would never walked away, which, you know, from our marriage, because y'all know I never signed the license. I just had the fancy wedding. But having my grandson over the summer for 30 days, shit, I would never walked away. We had to live in the same house if I knew the separation of my grandboy was going to break me down like this. But we'll all unite on the cruise July 6th. We'll all be on the cruise. Yeah, my ex-husband and my kids and my grands. But to have said all that, I like long-term relationships. Some people heal different. It takes some people a short period of time to get over, you know, a man. So that's what was being funny. I don't think she thought it was Ja. He got the kiss. Oh, okay. She was being funny. But anyway, yeah, I was thinking it was him. Shit, I was. So when I seen it was a new man, that's when I was like, oh shit, body fluids everywhere. Ooh, I was just like 4 years, 3 mans. Oh, hell to the no. I was like, new body fluids? No, y'all. I wanted it to be Janelle. I ain't gonna lie. I wanted it to be Janelle. I did not want new body fluids. Okay? Yeah, I ain't know Harmony was being funny. And then, yes. Oh, everybody know about my first Freedom 24/7. Everybody know about my first baby daddy. He came along with me in all relationships. He never left. The day my father walked me down the aisle, that man looked my daddy in his eyes and said, I got your daughter for the rest of her life. He left my father with a peace of mind that my father would never have to worry about anything. And he kept his word. I walked away. He kept his word. Do you hear me? He have had me all my life. But we like brothers and sisters. We like brothers and sisters. And he say, oh yeah. He told me from day one when I conceived with Tycoon, he was like, talk to your husband. He was like, because I'll never show up with one and not the other. If I show up something with white chick, I'm gonna have something with for the second baby. And my yeah, Tycoon on all of his health insurance, life insurance, Tycoon on everything. everything when it comes to my first husband. Her dental appointment, her health appointment. Baby, we pulled out that United Health card real quick. He pay all the co-pays and deductibles, dental plans, eye plans, everything. Tycoon is on everything. And I love him down. I love his well-being, but remarrying him, no, he like my, he get mad when I say this. He like my little brother. He like my brother. He ain't, yeah. He ain't, yeah. But he said when he do say the real big mama. Oh yes, the real big mama. The real big mama. Oh yes, oh yes. Yes, the real big mama. Hold on. Hold on, the real big mama. Hold on. Oh, you need to you got to talk to Mona, me, or somebody. You got a client. You gotta. I'm sorry about that, y'all. But yeah, we just have a healthy co-parent, and that's why I was so big about co-parenting. And when I used to come out here, which I'm past that part, when I used to come out here and tell Bree like, hey, don't make your kids fathers your enemy. You know, don't make your kids father your enemy, because those are somebody that you can depend on. And I'm sure it's a lot of more baby mothers out here that have good relationships with their baby fathers. You know, it's some women out here that, you know, once they broke up, once they went their separate ways, they allowed the state, they allowed child support, you know, to communicate between the parents. But now, me and my baby father, we've been, um, yeah, we've been, you know, healthy co-parenting. That man never ever left my side, left my kids' side. I mean, my daughter 31 years old, and when I tell y'all she's a whole daddy's girl, daddy is gonna be there, you know. Um, awesome grandfather, and he have the love for baby poo poo. I got pictures of him and baby poo poo together. That man love anything that's attached to my life. Yeah, I always say that too. He's a real man status. And let me tell you, he date, and he always say he's gonna get committed after, which y'all is this year. After Tycoon graduate from high school, he say he's going to remarry. I'm talking about that man kept his life, and that's the same with me. I kept my life on hold for Tycoon, just to give her, man, Tycoon so blessed, just to give her that, you know, freedom. She asked that I just, it be me and her, no other person in the house. I gave her that. And no, you don't have to be enemies with your ex, and you shouldn't be enemies with your ex. Healthy relationship with the parents, it gives the kids a healthy relationship. It absolutely gives the kids a healthy relationship. I'm gonna pull up a picture on our last vacation. No, it was a couple years. We all was dressed alike. So this year I tried to do that. He said, you ain't putting me on no matching You're not putting me on no matching shirt, because when we go on vacation, I wear a dress and then I get him the shirt to match my dress. I'm gonna put our last. I think we did. We always do it a couple of years in a row. We did grandma, grandpa. I think that's already on my community board. When we took our grandson to Walt Disney World for the first time, it was grandpa and grandma, Mickey Mouse set up. And then one year we did like a flower print. I had the matching dress, he had the matching shirt, and then the kids had all the matching. So this year I sent him the dress and the shirt, and I was like, send me the money for our outfits, you know, send me the money for our outfits, because this is what we wearing. I'm shopping for our cruise. And he put, because we got a little group family chat with me, him, and the kids, and he said, no, I'm not matching y'all this year. So Yeah, he had already told me once Tycoon get in 12th grade and Tycoon graduate, he was gonna get in committed relationship. And he been dating this girl for a while now. He been dating, and I got mad respect for her because she don't interfere with our healthy family co-parent, and I try to do everything the right way to not disrespect her. Uh So this isn't funny, but this sticks with me. This sticks with me. My father-in-law, which is my ex-husband dad, passed about 6, 8 months ago, and we laid him to rest. I don't know why she didn't come to the funeral with my ex-husband, but she didn't come to the funeral, but she came to the repast. And no, listen, she didn't come to the funeral, but she came to the repast, and she walked up to my table and walked up to me and hugged me before she went to him. And she was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry for y'all loss." And I was like, "Girl, this your position now. It was your loss too. This your man." But she is so respectful. We went to school together, and she kind of know me. She's a very, very soft, respectful girl. But yeah, he said he ain't dressing like me this year. He said, "No, I ain't dressing like you." But y'all, I'm gonna make him put on that shirt. I'm gonna make him put on that shirt for that family photo. I don't care what he say. I'm gonna make him put on that shirt. But I just love him. I know I got to stop bossing him around. But yeah, ladies, don't become, to the point where you got to beef with your ex. Like that's crazy work. That hurt the kids. Get out your feelings. Get out your feelings. You know you over a man when you can get along with him. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like women carry hurt, not all, but some. Nah, I ain't gonna be dressing like her. But hey, she knows she better not play with. I tell you what, whoever he get with better treat him with respect, and they will, cause he's absolutely, this man is a good man. They gonna have them a good ass man. Yeah, they're gonna have them a good ass man, but nah, we ain't dressing alike. I think when it get to that point, we're just gonna combine the two significant other. So I think when it get to the point when she start coming on the family cruise, if I gotta rent a man, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have to bring me a man. Cause we ain't finna be sister wives, and we ain't finna be two women dressed. We ain't on that parlay type of ish. So I ain't gonna even play like that. But no, when that time come, I would let her have her I would honestly let her have her spotlight, because I feel like he have done his job, right? He have done his job. He have raised two beautiful daughters. One of our daughters is 31. That's his biological daughter. And then he took Tycoon and he adopted her. And he have given her just this best of life as he have given his child white chick. So I think when that time come, when he's ready to bring her around and have the family, because he's still kind of like when she pulls up at family events, because I'm always at the family events, y'all. When she pulls up at the family events, he seem nervous, she seem nervous, but she comes and she hugs me and I hug her back. Yes, yes. Tinker said every relationship is not meant to last, but we can all be emotionally mature and let old relationship rest in peace. Yes, like me and my first husband, it was it was I felt like he deserved better because he just used to let me just run things. I used to go out club and come home 7 in the morning because I was young. I was a teen mom. By the time I turned 21 and I was living in Atlanta, I just was doing whatever. And he was accepting that, y'all. And I hurt, because I knew he loved me so much. And I am out here in this nightlife, night streets. So I love him. I love him. And I still feel like I'm a little too toxic. I'm too toxic for my baby daddy, my ex-husband. I'm too toxic for him. He's very laid back. He's very easy going, and I think he make it easy for me. Like I get both of best world, and I'm not married. I can always call on him, always depend on him. Like, he do all the housework around the house. If I need TV hung, if I need chandeliers hung, if I need furniture moved, that man will fly in from Atlanta and do anything, or drive here, whatever it is I need. Like, he just, and that's another thing. I think that's why I've been able to live this single life for so long, because what more can a girl ask for when it comes to a man, you know? Yeah, so it is what it is. But now we only way we'll remarry is president. Cause shit, I almost remarried his ass this summer. I told him, I said, I'm coming to move in. Shit, my grandson up there for 30 days, y'all. I got to put the content out. I'd about president a balloon, a gift bag, and wrote him a card each day. And now he have like 7 more days. We porting from Orlando, so we'll be in Orlando for the 4th of July, and then our cruise ship leave, because we're porting in Orlando on the 6th. So I got how many days before the 3rd to see my grandson? Like 4 more days, y'all. And I'd about president a gift for every day he was missed. Every day he was missed, y'all. This is the first time I have ever been apart from my grandson. 30 days. And I was, as y'all seen, I was in Atlanta, okay? I'm going to go on and be honest with y'all. I was up there. I was up there stalking president, y'all. And I said that's unfair, because this is the first summer trip, summer vacation. He's 7 years old that his grandpa have had him alone. So I said, Jeannie, that's not fair. My ex-husband always came here for the summer. He always came to Florida for the summer to be with president. But this was president's first summer, spending 30 days with his grandpa by himself. Because he ain't got no woman in the house. So I'm like, no, you ain't going to know what to cook, what to give him. And then, y'all, yeah, that's what I had to do, teachers. That's the only reason why I haven't been back up there. I was stalking him. President was in summer camp. Y'all see me. I think I put it on my TikTok. I was following him around in Atlanta from job to job till it was time to go pick my grandbaby up from the summer camp. And then I was going through the community. The community y'all see me in, that's his mother community. His mother live out there. And I ain't want to be disrespectful and record inside of her house. But the community I was in Atlanta, that's my ex-husband mother community. And there's some loving people and kind people. But baby, I was definitely up there. Stalking my grandbaby, but I haven't went back. I was calling him every day. I stopped calling him every day, and he's definitely, gonna be happy to be back here in Florida. But he have had a time with his grandpa. His grandpa put him in karate, so he's white belt karate. His grandpa put him in the been taking him in the attic and all that. His grandpa is an HVAC, and he's over the management. He's in management. And his grandpa been really taking him, putting him in the attic, showing him what he do. And he's been having a good time. Now, I almost fainted. They sent me a video. He had his hat turned back and a mic in his phone like he was a rapper. And I'm like, oh, hell. I called his grandpa. I said, if you don't get him downtown to the Capitol in Georgia and take him to the museum of, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., a memorial, I said, and take that damn mic out his hand and take that hat off his head, I know so. I'm going to be on the next jet to get my grandson. Talking about you got to let him be a boy. I say, no, Grandpa, that is not what we've been teaching. We ain't teaching him how to wrap and turn no hat to the back. You better put his ass on the suit and the tie and take him down there to the state capitol. MC president, little president. No, baby, I wasn't having it. I said, y'all done went too far now. Actually, me and my baby, Tika said, actually, me and my baby daddy was the same way. I left my current that they would have gotten along well. They both have amazing hearts and wow sense of humor. Yeah, and that's what it's about because we do. We all become a family. So I definitely think when I get into a committed relationship, my ex-husband get into a committed relationship, I definitely see us having couples relationships, like going out to eat, showing up to family events, supporting the kids. I mean, Pastor and my ex-husband used to show up to Tycoon cheerleader, football games, when she was a cheerleader. They would support her. They would sit in the stands together. They would talk. The pastor and my ex-husband had a real good relationship with, and, my ex-husband kind of was like at the beginning he didn't want to step on pastor's toes, but pastors didn't have a problem with sharing Tycoon with him, letting him show up and be that father figure in Tycoon life. And they knew each other prior, so that probably was a role too. But yeah, it's always good when you can have. That's why I said girls need to see that kind of support. Exactly. That's why when I said Robert and Janelle building a relationship together, I don't care how bad people try to make it be. That wasn't a bad thing for them to build relationships together. Janelle and him to build relationships together, that wasn't a bad thing. Oh, where you at? Yeah, that wasn't a bad thing for them to build a relationship. That really was a healthy thing for the kids. Yeah. Oh wow. So you're driving your oldest son car that his father gifted him when he graduated from high school, and it's good. Yeah, have healthy relationships with your. It's a good feeling to know. Hey, my baby dad don't play about his baby mama. My baby daddy don't have. Yeah, my baby daddy don't play about his baby mama, and I'm a baby mama that don't play about my baby daddy. Like, you better treat him right, we gonna come over there and put you out. Mm-hmm. But yeah, y'all, it's yeah, it is absolutely healthy relationships is so yeah, so important. To have a healthy relationship. I'm all about healthy and wealthy. I'm all about that, y'all. I just think that just give us that's the true meaning of a soft life. Okay, you kicking me out your office up this. I'm gonna go downstairs in the downstairs office because you kicking me out. Yeah, healthy. Y'all, my style kicking me out. She ain't having it today. But yeah, I'm all for that. That's what make the life so soft is give me my car keys. Oh, write that check. That's what I'm waiting on. Write that check. Thank you. You got your volume up. Write the check and then I'll be gone. Yeah, I told you that. I knew I was waiting on something. Write the check. And you have to mark out the one that for 19 and change the numbers.
Give me the key to the file cabinet.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was waiting on.
Yeah, I have to
My,
make that cute though.
yeah, thank you. Yeah, my staff is kicking me out of the office, Manchester. and my husband gets along very well with my daughter. They do everything together when it comes to her, and that's healthy. That 199, and that's all I was trying to promote when it came to Miss Bree. I was just like, stop letting these people, women, tell your husband down, right? Okay, we know y'all had y'all differences or whatever the case may be, but let it go. Heal, let it go, and move on. Like, you can get so much more. Love wins all the time. And that's all I was trying to tell Lil Bree. But baby, I don't even try to give her no words of advice. I just come on here and do my commentary, laugh, and talk about what I want to talk about. Bump that, whatever you catch in my life, you catch it. If you want to apply it to your life, you apply it to your life. If you don't, you don't. I'm not gonna get on here and beat nobody down. I was once told you can drag the horse to the well, but you can't force the horse to drink the water. So oh no, I'm not. I'm not using no more of my happy years, my happy life. To fight with these people on the internet. Hey sis, get right. I'm not. I'm not gonna lose. We can't get that time back, y'all. Just stay mindful. Every 24 hours, it counts. It matters. And I rather wake up. You know, I'm a content creator. I'm a blogger. So my commentary is my commentary. So I can wake up, get on this app, do my commentary, and log off and not take none of this stuff with me in my real life. I'm always family with my child father, and so is my husband. Yep, I'll wait till my daughter graduate high school to marry my husband. Yep, and that's what I think. Y'all, I'm ready. I ain't gonna even lie. It took Tavares to come home from. It took him to come home for me to know that I'm healed. Because if I wasn't here, baby, if I wasn't here, baby, y'all would be witnessing me out here, okay, on that man net. On that man net. I haven't even had the craving, or I haven't even had that feeling to go, hey, go get your man, go get your man. And I mean, for the whole 11 years, up to 6 months of him coming home, nobody couldn't tell me I wasn't going to be with that man. I told Poo Poo I was going to be with that man. I hurt Poo Poo because it's like Poo Poo did that time with me. Poo Poo been here since that man, the gates closed on that man. Poo Poo been here supporting me mentally and emotionally, like long nights, me crying, me going through whatever I was going through at the beginning of him being incarcerated. Poo Poo was right there. If I had a bad night, Poo Poo gonna fly in, or he gonna drive to check on me to make sure I'm okay. So Poo Poo helped me heal, but at the same time, I wouldn't give him my heart because I was like, no, when Tavares come home, I'm gonna be with Tavares. So I'm proud of myself. I'm so proud of myself, and I can't wait to see what God has for me. I just know it's gonna be something so awesome. Girl, yeah, big ups to Poo Poo. Poo Poo is another good man. And you know what? I just be so grateful that God sends me his kings. He haven't sent me now man that's perfect, but he have definitely sent me men's to love on me and to, you know, treat me like the woman,
To build you, not break you.
right, exactly, to build me and not to break me. He have sent me them type of men. And I mean, Tavares had his drinking problems. Me and Tavares, we had a real toxic relationship. Our relationship was so toxic. And a lot of people like, oh, if a man hit you, why would you want to be with a man? And I would absolutely tell a person, never, ever in their life put themselves in an abusive relationship or put up with an abusive relationship. But if I had to be honest, and this ain't justifying, it's just telling the truth. A lot of time I'll be the one to throw the punch. So I'm gonna tell a woman, don't put your hand on a man if you don't expect a man to hit you back. And not all men's gonna hit you back, because I told y'all the story about me busting poo poo in the face with a water bottle. He cleaned the water off of him, got back in the car and told me, "Hey, I'm I'm about to drop you off. I'm about to catch the plane back home because I'm not gonna be a part of this toxic life." So some men ain't gonna hit you back even if you hit them. They just will walk away. But you got some men, you hit them, they gonna knock your ass out. Put your hair wrap between the washing machine. So I really thought that if with me growing and him being away for so long, which we have had times apart from each other, but we'll get right back in the relationship and it'll be toxic again. Because we had a breakup. We broke up and I married the pastor and I had Tycoon. And then I went back to Tavares and it got toxic again. So I don't know why I thought so hard that after this breakup we can get back together and it won't be toxic. One thing I can say to women out there that's struggling to get out of the relationship, nobody knows how toxic love feel. You have never been there, you wouldn't understand, but that's one of the most dangerous. When Beyonce sung about dangerously in love with you, that's what she was talking about. Toxic love is one of the dangerous love you can ever experience because a lot of times some people don't make it out. You have women that have taken unalive men. You have had men to unalive women. You don't realize and you don't know exactly what you're going through. It's a true saying. Love is blind. You think it's love, but it's really not love. It's just a unhealthy ass relationship. But you think it's love. When you're there, you just think it's love and you trick your mind that it's going to get better. And it never does. It never get better. So I just think me sitting out and not really just giving all of myself to a man, it really helped me to know the difference. Despite I was trying to go back, he was trying to come back, but at the end of the 6 months, he exposed the fact that he's still toxic. He's ready to fight. Okay, he told me he'll pop my neck. He'll get out, pop my neck, and go back in. Oh no, we ain't doing that, baby. When he went in, we was in our 30s. We're now in our 40s, heading to our 50s. And baby, I'm too fragile. You put your hand on me, bones will break. I'm too fragile. I'm too old for that. Oh, that one said exactly. Me and my hubby said when we met to keep our hands to ourselves because we both would hit back, right? Right? And see, I don't know if y'all ever had a drunken relationship before, but Tavares was the type of person, he's very solo. He don't hang with a crowd. He just about get to the money. He gets to his money. And he's a very business-minded person. Tavares is very professional. He took the wrong turn. You know, he made wrong decisions, bad decisions. Exactly. You know, he's home and I'm sure he's not gonna backpedal and do what he did in the past because he already had business, you know, going on before he went in. So I'm sure he's gonna definitely become that entrepreneur. You know, it was already some stuff out here working in his favor. So he's definitely gonna be a businessman. But to have said all that, he liked to have him a little drink. And sometimes the little drink turned into a big drink. And I just couldn't tolerate when he's not drinking. He's the best man ever, but when he's drinking, he becomes aggy. I don't like his verbiage, and it would do things. He was saying do things to upset me. I was a clubber. He wasn't a night owl. He's home before the sun, you know, lights, street lights come on, but he liked to drink and just too. I'm an alpha woman. He wants to be, you know, he the boss. He pays to be the boss, and I just can't be controlled. So he'll say certain stuff, and before you know it, baby, we tearing the house down. I'm talking about all the way down. Anything I can get in my hand, I was hitting that big black ball head man. Anything in my hand. But I don't encourage a woman to put their hand on a man. Don't do it. Yes, that one. I agree. You're right. It's better to have two parents co-parenting versus versus a single mama raising a kid. Now, shout out to a single mama. We do what we can do. You know what I'm saying? All the single mamas do what they can do. But just imagine if you had that man that would show up and work. Our kids will go further in life. Okay, it's the engineer, the grandson, Bella, about asked to go to the Trout Museum and that. Oh no, he's not Terry. No. Now I pass out. If my baby, my grandbaby, listen, I can't even talk, Terry. You got me tongue twisted. But if my grandbaby, grandfather, take him to a damn trap museum, or I'll call 911 on his ass. For child abuse. If he takes my damn grandson to the trap museum, he would never be able to get my grandson for the summer. And I'm not the mama, I'm the grandmama. And he knows now. Now, oh, Terry, if you was a friend of my ex-husband and you would have given him that idea, he would have done it just to watch me, die and come back alive. Cause I'm telling you, with that rap, with that microphone and that hat turned to the side like he was a rapper. Yes. Talking about pull up on your block. Pull up. I got to show you the video. It was something to do with pull up on somebody's block. I just turned that video off and I called yelling. And I know they did that to work my nerves. So Terry, if you was a friend of his and you would have gave him that idea, he would have done it to work my nerve. Oh my God. Oh Jesus, just to think about it. Oh, it just give me chills, Terry. Can you imagine? Why would can you imagine my grandson walking in and asking what that white stuff is? And he's so thorough in detail. You have to break every single thing down to my grandson. He'll do his own research. He will do his own research. Man, can y'all see President at a damn trap museum trap? Ooh. He'll be like, what that baking soda is, granddaddy? Why they got them white blocks there? Oh my God. I don't even think he knows anything about drugs. Oh, I would be so angry. Terry, why would you put that down? He better take him, like I said, to the state capitol and take him down there to the Martin Luther King Jr. Memorial and Museum. You talking about the trap museum. Oh, Terry. Sometimes women stay for the children, and that's not good either. Yes, that is. Okay. Yeah, that is true. Some people.
And co-parenting is two different things.
Right, and it become unhealthy when you stand. If you just stay for the kids' sake, that is very unhealthy. It's yeah, kids get to hear and see things because it's being forced. Versus walking away and co-parenting is a lot more healthy than just staying for the kids' sake. Yeah, that would just make you so miserable. That would make you so miserable.
You and me, kid.
Yeah, that nigga crazy. Where he is, that's toxic place. Yeah, but that's just the way he talk. And yeah, so, and that wasn't nobody but God. When I tell you that was nobody but God, because even with the person in my background, I had told her back, what was it, back in October? It was October of 2025 because I knew he was coming home in March. He had to call me, but October 2025, I prepared everybody that had access to me because I didn't want to just pop out and be disrespectful. So I told my kids I was going back to Tavares in October 2025. I told Poo Poo I was going back to Tavares in October 2025. Teachers, I told my staff, I told everybody because I knew he was coming home in March. So that was like November, December, January, February, March. I gave them like 5 months for everybody to be prepared. I didn't come and tell y'all. I was trying to think like, damn, I'm about to lose so many damn supporters. That's all I kept thinking to myself. Damn, damn, damn. But then I was like, fuck that. This is my love life. They just, my plans was to just pop out with him online with y'all because hell, what can happen? People stop supporting me, but I wanted the people in real life to be prepared. And this person behind me said, no, that's not gonna be good, Jeannie. That's not gonna be good. I got in a hard down debate with her. I'm like, listen, he's been gone 10 years. First and foremost, he's only a problem when he drank. 10 years, I'm sure he did detox from alcohol. And I'm like, I'm going back to him. I'm like, that's the way my heart is. Just like I said, don't want to get too deep in it, but I was just like, because I had built a wall around my heart, I wasn't willing to give nobody my heart these last past 10 years. So I didn't know nobody but him. And I didn't want to start all over, y'all. I didn't want to start all over, but she was right. I had to come back and tell her she was right. She was like, he need mental evaluation. Like, I just see him in play. The man need help. And I'm like, no, no, it's the alcohol. It's the alcohol. But his ass popped off on me. I think it was in November. Right after I told everybody, like 30 days later, he popped off on me. And I'm like, shit, it ain't no I'm like, shit, it ain't no I'm like, shit, it ain't no alcohol in there. And if he's popping off, then I guess I can't blame it on the alcohol. You right. And I accept that. I accept that. But like I was telling you earlier, sis, when you in a toxic relationship, it's a dangerous type of love because you don't see it as being toxic and you believe that's how a lot of people, I was saying how a lot of people end up hurt, how a lot of men end up unaliving women and a lot of women end up unaliving men because you think it's love and it's not love. It's a very unhealthy relationship. So when you are in a toxic relationship, you don't see it how you see it once you're out of it. When you are in it, you feel that, okay, it's going to get better. You keep telling yourself it's going to get better. And it's not. Okay, get right. Listen, Get Right, you are with your sister. So Get Right said, I am 51 and I have been in 4 relationships long term. I don't like changing up fluids in different men. Nasty, I like one person all the time. I hate changing up. Exactly. That's what I was saying earlier. I was saying earlier, like, it have not been so much of my heart being broken and I need my heart to heal or whatever. It's just the fact of me thinking about moving on. Like, I don't like changing body fluids. I don't like starting all over again. I don't all that licking on my face, licking in my mouth, pumping on me, and like that's more, it's more a mind thing with me. It's more a mental thing with me. I don't like changes, but hey, yeah, I'm ready to date, and I just think I'm a date with marriage. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Don't be surprised if it turns out, to be poo poo. I don't know because like I don't like changes. I don't. Shorty Red say I can feel it, G. I'm a prisoner wife, and my husband gone over 20 years. will be out soon, and I have some decisions to make. And yes, I'm choosing me every time. See, people think it's hard to be a prison wife. It's not. It's not. It's not. And some people be like, "Oh, 20 years? You stupid for waiting 20 years like on a person." Auntie told me, thank you for the gift. Thank you, sweetie. Auntie told me a long time ago. Auntie told me if any men get incarcerated, if they ain't home in 24 hours, that means if they ain't coming home first appearance, don't take the second phone call. Take the first call. Wait to see if the judge gonna let them out the next morning. If the judge ain't gonna let them out the next morning, move on with your life. I say, Auntie, 24 hours. That's what my auntie said. My auntie said if a ninja ever go to jail on her, she gonna get them 24 hours to make it home. So, oh, he in trouble. What if he don't get released or bond out in 48 hours? You gonna have a whole nother man. My auntie said she ain't giving nail men that go to jail more than 24 hours. If a person values being in a committed relationship, I don't think it's hard at all. What you don't think is hard at all is waiting on that loved one. Hey to me, but no, I'm just saying that's he will be somebody that I would consider, but I have hurt poo poo in a lot of ways, y'all. Like I told y'all, this man been here for 10 years, with me through this whole. He was my friend before Tavares, was incarcerated. He was hitting on me, but I wouldn't accept it because I feel like cheating is overrated. I do not cheat. I don't cheat. That's another thing, y'all. Cheating to me is overrated. If somebody is mistreating me, I'm unhappy, I'm not gonna cheat on them. I'm just gonna leave them and I'll start a whole relationship. So I wouldn't cheat. And I think I wouldn't say I feel like sometimes Poo Poo lusts over me, but I do feel like he come for me because I've been a challenge to him. Can you imagine somebody trying to open that door over a decade and you just keep slamming that door in their face? But like I said, I was like, don't be surprised if poo poo, not saying it's poo poo because I have to be cautious now because I have said and done a lot of things to hurt poo poo. Like I told you, I just told the man back in October 2025 that I was going back to Tavares when Tavares come home this year, which he's released now, and I didn't go back. But so Poo Poo was angry with me for a while, but now he was angry with me for a while, but he never turned his back on me, and I understood his anger because it's like, out of all people, why would you go to this man, and Poo Poo knew. If nobody else knew, Poo Poo knew the challenges, and he knew everything I went through in my relationship. Cause like I said, he was there. He was like my best friend. And the day the incident took place, when the news people and all of them got involved, way before the news people knew, way before anybody knew, Poo Poo knew. Like when me and Tavares had our tussle, Poo Poo was the first one to get the picture of my face before I even went to the hospital. Like Poo Poo knew everything, and I had to talk Poo Poo down because Poo Poo like, fuck that, I be in Florida. And I'm like, no, 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 I'm going to the hospital. So he firsthand witnessed the abuse. He firsthand witnessed. I remember the first day I met Poo Poo. Tavares had went to the bathroom or something. This was back in 2010, 2011. And Poo Poo just seen me standing there, but I guess he hadn't seen my man. And Poo Poo walked up to me and he was trying to hit on me. And I remember being so scared because I was like, fuck, if Tavares see this man in my face, it's going down. So I was like, hey, I'm here with my dude. Can you please move? I was like, my dude crazy. My dude real crazy. He's crazy. And Poo Poo little short ass standing there talking about, I'm crazy too. I'm crazy too. And I thought I had to give him the wrong name and the wrong phone number, which I did give him the wrong name. But I wrote down my office number. And I remember, had I not answered the phone, me and Poo Poo probably would have never ever talked again. since we met. We was out in Orlando. We was at our all-star game in Atlanta. I mean Orlando. We was in Orlando. And had I not been the one to answer my phone, Poo Poo, I always say he was like God ordained or something to be in my life. Like it was God's plan for Poo Poo to be in my life. I didn't know what I was gonna go through years later, but I just happened to be the one to answer my office phone. And on the other line, it was a dude. He was like, "Hey, can I speak to Cassandra?" It was like, I had met him that weekend in Orlando, and like that Monday or Tuesday, he had to call my office because if anybody else would have answered the phone, they probably been like, "Oh, you have the wrong number. We don't have a Cassandra here." But being that I was the one to answer my phone, I knew I had gave a man the name Cassandra. So when he said, "Hey, can I speak to Cassandra?" I'm like, "Cassandra?" And you need to speak to her in regards to, and then he was like, "Is this a business phone? Is this a business something?" He said, like, she gave me her number. "Is this her workplace?" Something he said in the nature, and that connected me. I was like, "Oh, were you the dude out in Orlando?" He was like, "Yeah." And we started talking from there, and I was just like, "Oh my God, I thought I gave you the wrong number. You can't be calling here." And man, Poo Poo ain't listen to that shit. Poo Poo was calling me every day at work. And baby, I was answering the calls, and he just became a black mad woman's diary. I just opened up to him. I don't know why. We just became friends, and he would say things like, "Oh, I'm gonna make you my woman," and I used to be like, "Your bag ain't big enough." Man, if Poo Poo ever sit down, if Poo Poo ever sit down and tell the story on how I treated him, I mean, it's like, why is he here? It has to be God. I mean, I used to do Poo Poo so I used to do Poo Poo so wrong. I did to Meek. He's like, "I'm gonna make you my girl. I'm gonna make you my girl." And I used to be like, "Your bag ain't big enough." Poo Poo will tell people all the time. He was like, she used to hurt my heart so bad, but at the same time, she inspired me to go hard. Like Poo Poo always said, like I could never like do, mediocre. I couldn't do minimal. I always would hear your voice. I always told him like, "Boy, you don't have what it take to be my man." Like I used to be so mean to Poo Poo, but he would keep calling. He would keep coming. And I remember he told me like years ago, he said, "I told my family, you gonna be my wife. You gonna be my wife." And I used to like, ugh. Used to be like, ugh, I just was so mean to Poo Poo. I really was. So it's like, he just developed, he wouldn't give up. He wouldn't give up. So he just stopped trying to hit on me, and we would just have like best friends conversation. He was like the best person to talk to because he would just listen to me. I promise you, all, I used to be like, "I want to go to this comedy show, but I don't want to go by myself. I don't want to go by myself." And Poo Poo used to be like, "Say less. Bitch, Poo Poo gonna be in Florida, okay? If I wanted to go to a comedy show on Friday or on Saturday, Poo Poo gonna get him to take me to that comedy show." So like, "You can't come in my house. You're gonna have to get your own room." I'm like, "I ain't trying to come in your condo. I'm good. I'm good." Poo Poo will come here. He'll get a suite. He'll stay the whole weekend. Oh my God. He was just, but what ended up happening, he ended up just like really making love to my mind because I'm like, no matter how mean and how hard I am on this man, he keeps showing up. He keeps showing up. So I just started liking him more and more, but just kept him in the friend zone. And I used to be like, "I got to heal first. I got to heal first." And Pooh would just be like, "Jeannie," he told y'all, Jeannie play a lot of games. So I think I have been a great challenge to Poo Poo. I think that's me and Poo Poo relationship. So I'm like, oh my God, if I ever just give Poo Poo my heart and I just ever open the door and be like, okay, we in a full blown relationship, I hope Poo Poo never try to get his licks back. Because man, I just used to, I was real bad. I just be like, I tried to make him stop calling me and coming around, and he wouldn't do it. I'd be like, I'm going to see Tavares this weekend. He's like, you going to keep on until that man going to get out and hurt you? And he just, okay, okay. And then he'll be mad for a little bit. Then I'll call him back, be like, what you doing? And he'll just start back coming around and start back calling. Yeah, some. But I love me some Poo Poo. We're gonna forever be best friends. He's gonna forever be the father to my kids. I don't think baby Poo Poo or Tycoon would never have anything to worry about long as, Poo Poo around. He gonna always do his father duties. Um but do I think Poo Poo will hang around like my first husband did in my relationship? No, if I get in a committed relationship, I know I'm cut. I know Poo Poo will cut me off completely. Like if I was to get in a committed relationship, if the internet sister enter into a relationship like how my first husband stick around, chill with me, okay with me. Oh no, Poo Poo ass is gonna cut me off. Poo Poo gonna cut me all the way off. I don't think he would cut my mom off or cut my kids off. But if I get in a committed relationship, I have a man. Poo Poo ain't gonna be a friend of mine. Hell no, he ain't gonna be a friend of mine. He would not. Now that's something Poo Poo ain't gonna play, and he already told me that, and he told me that with his chin out, his chin up, his chest out. That if a man come into my life and I get in a relationship, ain't nothing. He said it's nothing, 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 nothing. So I would never announce I'm with a man. I would never announce being in a relationship unless I know I'm really in this committed relationship and I know I'm able to let Poo Poo go as a friend, as everything. Then I will announce that. Other than that, I would never announce it because Poo Poo ain't gonna play. Yeah. Poo Poo ain't playing around like that. He ain't gonna. Mm-mm. He definitely not playing like that. But anywho, y'all, I got to get ready and jump. This chit chat been really good. I like to have girls talk. I like when we can come on him and have girls talk. Shorty Red, thank you for the flower. Thank you. And you got to keep us, well, don't put your man out here on social media at. But I know there's a lot of prisoner wives that, just let me know. I want to know how the outcome's going to be when he come home, being that he's been gone for 20 years. Tigger said, I like these girl talks. Yeah, it's good to have girly girl conversation, y'all. And I ain't gonna even lie, I'm definitely following the LaTrue new beginning with his fiance. So y'all, I'ma come and chit chat about that and turn that into a conversation, because that's all my commentary is about, having a conversation, not judging people, just voicing our opinion. um Yeah, I'm gonna do members only. On a lot of this stuff I'm gonna talk about, I'm gonna do members only because, like I said, I just don't want to fight in the chat. I don't want all that crazy stuff. But my commentary is about, it will be about some of the things that goes on here online. It'll be about a lot of things. We'll talk about a whole bunch of things. Um, so and I'm also gonna follow this new man. I ain't gonna lie when it comes to, baby Bree. I really want to see who this new man is, where he come from, and how my girl gets so connected so quick. And I just, it's really none of my business. But I mean, now this is unhealthy, but I'm about to say it. I'm about to say it is unhealthy, but do my girl ever put the coochie on ice? Is the fish ever on ice? It's none of my business whether she do or she don't. That was what tickled my bone, y'all. When I say I wanted to come on here and tell y'all what's tickling my bone is because when I seen the picture, that's the first thing I thought about, y'all. I say, well, damn. I said, well, damn, do my little sis ever put the fish on ice? Like, come on, sis. Because, yeah, I got to get ready and go. But that's what was tickling my bone. I said, I screamed. I screamed when I seen the new man. I said, ah! Damn, Bree. Yeah, I got to go because I'm in my office. I'm sorry. I just stopped by to get a check from my staff. And I say at my desk and been laughing with y'all ass. I got to go over 2 hours. But I said, do my sis ever put the fish on ice? I'm just, curious to know. It's not my business. But damn, I'm like, I don't know, man. That's a lot to. I'm gonna go by this. Y'all, I'm about to go, but this just having girl talk. Lady Love too said, why is it quick? Oh, I don't know if it's quick. You must just came in here, Lady Love, because I say everybody here different. Some people one day in a wake up and they ready to move on. Some people 6 months. Some people, yeah, I don't think is no amount of time for healing or for a person to move on. I think you move on when you're ready to move on. I'm just laughing about the new body fluids. That's it. It's just body fluids passing around everywhere. So she said, Lady Love too said, why is it quick? LaTruth had to tell the woman, Simone season, okay, yeah, Amir and the lady he was kissing in the club and his birthday. She only had one man since LaTruth. Oh, so I'm not doing body counts, but I just want to say this to you, sis, humble and with all of my heart. One, it don't matter if LaTruth had 10 women. One thing about a man cannot a woman can't compete with a man. LaTruth had 20 women. He's still gonna be crowned as the king, right? Men, you never ever, if you tell me um what men have had their any woman have ruined their reputation. Tell me what woman have ruined a man reputation. A man can have 20 women. I have never heard a man be called a bitch, a hoe, or don't F with him because he had 20 women. That make more women want to be with a man. I don't know why women go after men who have multiple women or known to bounce from bed to bed. That really make a man look hot. You know what I'm saying? It gives a man a crown. I mean, I wouldn't F with a man. To me, I like a laid back, low key type guy. I don't like a man because just don't like the body fluids going around. So you named all those women and his reputation would never be ruined from being with Lisa, Tanya, Tasha, Keisha. LaTruth reputation would never be ruined. But let us women have multiple men. Now we are a FOT. We are a BITCH. We 304. We can't be trusted. It's just a hit and run. Like women get bad reputation. No, I probably said, sis, how so quick? How so quick? Because you can educate me, she can teach me. Because as far as me, I can be educated. It is no right or wrong, because at the end of life, that's Bree life. So if Bree want to sleep with a new man, if she want to come out here tomorrow and have a new man besides the man that was post, it may be too quick for me, but not quick for her. Because once again, some people one day in the wake up, but it was quick. If I said it, it was quick. That was quick, because I was hoping it was Janelle. I was hoping it was Janelle, because of the exchange of body fluids is scary, especially in today's world. Too much is going around. But no, it's not about worrying about what people say, Lady Love, too. It's on the internet, so people gonna talk about it. Know your words, you said why so quick, but maybe you didn't realize you said that. But look at you as a woman that loves God. So is it really a difference in men or women? And you named one. Is it a difference in men and women? Well, I just explained to you, Lady Love, too. And yes, I'm a woman who loves God, but loving God don't make you a perfect person. You know what I'm saying? I'm a woman who loves God, but loving God don't make you become a perfect person. Yes, I'm a type of person that try to do right, because I look at being in love with God is like loving my mom, loving my father. As growing up as a kid, I never wanted to do anything to disappoint my mother. I never wanted to do anything to disappoint my father, because it will hurt them. So yes, my love for God has me wanting to live a life to not, say and do things that's not of God. But once again, I disappointed my mom. I disappointed my dad, because I felt short as a human, right? Living in the flesh, a body of sin. So there is things I'm going to say and do that's going to disappoint God. And just like my parents forgave me for my wrongdoing, God will forgive me for my wrongdoing. So the love of God don't make me become a perfect person. I'm still going to fall short. So I always tell people, when I give my testimony of being a woman who loves God, please don't follow me. Follow Jesus, because Jesus died, so you can live. And Jesus died so you can have that forgiveness, not me. So don't follow me, because follow me can possibly lead you to the pits of hell. And I never want to be, responsible for nobody else's salvation. A real woman don't worry about what people say if you know who you are. People can take you to heaven or hell, right? Nobody got that authority to take you to hell or heaven. Yeah, nobody have that authority to put you in hell or heaven. So no, live your life to the bus out. Like I said at the beginning, I'm gonna have my conversation. And it's not about judging anyone. It's just about getting the feedback and hearing how long do it take for you to move on. Do you mind the exchange of body fluids? Do that matter? No, he way bigger than Janelle and LaTrue put together. Elevation, what she did. Who brand? Who is JOS? Brand is bigger than Plies. Who brand? That guy said he didn't care what anyone said. So I'm laughing because if I'm not mistaken, Lady Love too, I don't know how long you've been out here, but if you've been out here long enough, then you was out here when they were saying Janelle was a big stepper. So I laughed at your comment when you say he's bigger than the both, because isn't this what you guys did to Janelle? Didn't you guys elevate Janelle? Didn't you guys push out here as if see, I think this is about to go to the left, because this isn't about her and her new man, isn't about what LaTruth did, right? So that should never been brought up. LaTruth being with this woman, LaTruth being with that woman, because LaTruth being with who he was with has nothing to do with the new body fluids of me saying, Miss Bree have new body fluids out here, right? Under her belt. It I wasn't talking about Lil Truth. And I think this is where things go left because y'all constantly want to compare Lil Truth and Bree. It is over. Bree gone. Lil Truth gone. So when I talk about Lil Truth, proposed to his new woman. Lil Truth got a fiance. That shouldn't have nothing to do with Bree. Bree shouldn't be brought in because Lil Truth having a new fiance has nothing to do with Bree, and it's vice versa. Bree having new body fluids under her belt shouldn't have nothing to do with Lil Truth. Y'all got to stop entangling them two together and stop comparing them and stop backpedaling. Like LaTruth to move on, Bree to move on, right? So anything that's been said about Bree and new body fluids, I think that's where we should stay on topic, okay? Some people have no problem. Some people have no problem with exchanging body fluids. You have people that's into one night stands. You know what I'm saying? You have people that really will pop off in one night and never talk again. You know, you just have some people that do one night stands and never ever talk to the person again. So some people have no problem with changing body fluids. So it wasn't about who the new man is, what's his title, how big he is, what he have going on. And I don't, that's not my topic. That wasn't my conversation. I was just having woman to woman talk, women conversation. I was just having a whole conversation with women. That's it. Yeah, it wasn't about yeah, so I said I don't, this is gonna get ready and go to the left because the conversation has nothing to do with LaTruth and who LaTruth slept with. It has nothing to do with the young man, his title, his accomplishments, his status. It was about, you know, do we rest our fish on ice? Some people may never rest their fish on ice. Some people may have their fish on ice for a month. Some people may have their fish on ice for 6 months. And when it's all said and done, it's really just a conversation. Like you said, it's not going to make a difference. And I respect whoever this new guy is to say he don't care what nobody say. Salute. And that should be his mindset because he's not pursuing the internet. He's not getting in a relationship with the internet. He's in a relationship with Bree. You know what I'm saying? So that should be his focus. It shouldn't be what people think about Bree, what people say about Bree. It shouldn't. So he definitely coming in as a grown man. His mindset is absolutely, he has a mindset as a grown man. He shouldn't come in and judge her based off of what people say or what people think about, her situation and her moving on. I mean, and that's not even something that matters to me whether she move on or not. I just want to talk to the girls, the girly girls. How long, what is a wait, a proper wait time before you move on from one relationship to the next relationship? It's not even a right or wrong answer to it because I don't think none of us can find the answer where it say, oh, once you break up, it should be 1 year, 2 years, 3 years before you get a butt up. I don't think we can find that answer nowhere. We do know that marriage is to death do us part. We do know that we should stay married and to death do us part. We shouldn't be out here getting divorced, right? The Bible tells us that to death do us part. But as far as when you in a relationship as a boyfriend and a girlfriend, ain't no correct answer. Me or nobody can say, oh, she should wait 6 months. She should wait 9 months. She should wait a year or she should wait 2 years. There's no correct answer. We just having a conversation based off of what we see out here on the internet, what's on the timeline. So I'm glad you can respect me enough to say, nope, this would not go the wrong way. I'm just having a conversation with you. So I'm glad that you clarified that. So, and that's what I want. I just want us to have a conversation. I don't want us to get down there in the comments and start fighting with each other because we have different outlooks. We have different opinions. We have different comments. I just don't want us to start fighting with each other, because especially when there is not a correct, a right or wrong answer. Is all based on our opinions, our experience, how we feel. So as girls, women, girly girls, grown women, you know. So it's not, I'm glad. Thank you. Thank you so much for not allowing this to go the wrong way. But I definitely don't want nothing that I talk about on my page. I can't tell y'all how to think. I can't tell y'all how to talk. But I definitely never wanted to get to the point just because I mentioned Bree, I'm against her. You know, just because I gave LaTruth a shout out or I'm complimenting LaTruth on something. If I see something and I want to compliment Bree, I'm going to compliment Bree on it. It's never, and I'm sorry that, we're so tied to this saga. If a person say something that's not favorable of Bree, that don't mean that they're against Bree. And the same with LaTruth. I love you, Teakers. Have a good day. Ashley Boy Mom say they be ready to eat the truth up, laugh out loud. They be so mad and aggressive when they hear those who support speak or mention this. Bree later laugh out loud. I be so confused. Yeah, Ashley, if you ain't been here day one, you wouldn't understand. It will confuse anyone who's just getting um into this story. Okay, the saga was just a big mess. The saga created a lot of drama. The saga had a lot of people going to war against each other. And you got some people who have outgrown the saga. You have some people who say, I'm not going to war, right? I'm just here for entertainment. I'm just here watching. I'm just adding my opinion. Some people are real life to the point where it's no team, nobody with them. But at the very beginning, it was a team. It was a lot of division. So when you see people down in the chat and they're getting ready to tear the truth apart, it's definitely because it's a habit that they learn. It's behavior that they learn. And some people have unlearned that and want to do better and want to be fair. Then you got some people just team who, I'm team Bree and I'm team LaTruth. And I don't care if they're not together anymore. I don't care that Bree have moved on in her life and she got a new man. I don't care LaTruth have moved on in his life and he got a new woman. But if anybody speak on Bree and I feel like they're not supporting Bree or it's not in Bree's favor, I'ma come up and I'ma talk about LaTruth. I'ma remind them of LaTruth wrongdoing. But to be honest, it's so past that. Well, that's just, and that's how people. So Ashley Boy Mom said, I mean, whether we're new or old to the saga, I still can't see me going this hard against a guy that they really don't know what all went on. But yeah, this Bree woman innocent and all of this. Well, that's how teams got developed. Right there, Ashley. People came in and people saw exactly what you saw. They was like, why? And I was one of them. Like, why they attacking this man? And the wife is so innocent. And then that's when people will start supporting LaTruth because they will feel like, hey, he's a victim. He's been attacked. And it seemed like everybody out here defending this woman, Bree. Okay, so just how you see it, that's how divisions start. That's just how a team came about, because people will see it in that way and they'll be like, oh, I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna follow LaTruth. I'm gonna support LaTruth because every time I fall out, the cut, they're tearing this man down and and they're lifting his wife up like she's innocent. And that's how the division start. So I once supported Lil Truth, and then I started hearing the things that he was doing wrong. And then I was like, okay, so the wife, got a point, and I started supporting the wife. But I'm happy I supported each, because now I'm just, you know, at peace, and I'm just the internet sister, and I support both of them. I wish both of them, a happy ending. I wish both of them, you know, get their life back, because through it all, neither one of them won. It was their brand was a big brand. The Little Truth brand was a big brand, and they was out here making major money. And now the Little Truth brand and the Brie brand is not big at all. It's not big at all. They out here making the same amount of monies that their supporters who turned from supporters to becoming content creators are making. Like, the brand isn't big anymore. So the divorce saga didn't help Brie or help LaTruth. It broke both of their brand down. Yeah, with this division and this team type thing. But when they was together as a whole, they did Bella, and they did Bella numbers. And once again, they could have broke away. They could have went their separate ways. They could have separated. They could have divorced and still had their brand. But yet, yeah, it didn't go that way. When they divorced, when they was torn apart, their brand was torn down. Yeah, that's the both, and that's what I learned. I met good people through this saga, and I met bad people through this saga. But overall, if you ask the internet sister what I learned Bree is human. I learned Lil Truth is human, and I learned both of them have human flaws. That's it, and both of them, and it's past that point to say they should be held accountable. It's over. That man, these people had a divorce damn near 2 years ago. So ain't no such thing or they should be held accountable. It's over. I think at this time anybody needs to be held accountable is the people out here on the internet that just, keeping it going, windmilling, keeping the chaos going, keeping the drama going, not knowing how to have a conversation strictly about Bree without attaching LaTruth, not knowing how to have a LaTruth conversation without attaching, Bree to the LaTruth. Like, LaTruth is living his own life. This man is living a individual life. He's not attached to Bree anymore. So I just think it comes a time when these people need to let it go. Yeah, Eugenia Williams said, unfortunately, at JK, you're absolutely right. I watched both brands crumble. And they did. They crumbled. They really, nobody took a win. And that's the sad thing. Oh, that was a typo. That's not his name. Okay. But at the end of the day, it really doesn't matter who he is, his names. I want to say this, and I spoke this before, even when Janelle was brought to the internet, and I was told Janelle was this big movie star. Um, Janelle was this big movie star. Janelle was this big stepper. One thing about, and I've been out there, y'all. I absolutely been in the entertainment world, from NFL players to rappers, right? I'm I'm just throwback, right? I'm just so throwback. But I've been out there in the entertainment world, and it's nothing to play with. Playing in the entertainment world, you will be chewed up and spit out. Like, you see it every single day. What make y'all just sit and stop and think, since y'all want to say the truth is average, right? Everybody that she done got with has been bigger than the truth, per se. The supporters and the internet. Ja was bigger than LaTruth. Now this man is bigger than LaTruth and Janelle. So if she couldn't hold down an average man, okay, a small man that don't have the title, don't have the brand, it would definitely be a challenge to deal with somebody in the entertainment world. Okay, the entertainment world is not to be played with. You will be chewed up and spit out, baby. You will just be another body count in the entertainment world. You will be. If you don't believe me, go ask Jada Wade, little baby mama. Go ask Ari, Moneybag Yo girlfriend. Just go and look here on the internet, the entertainment world. Just because you sleep with someone that has a little name behind them, what do that do for you? And that's where a lot of girls start using themselves. They start losing their self in body counts. You just become another number that this man the slept with, this celebrity the slept with. That a lot of men get, y'all. I'm just trying to keep it real. This isn't disrespectful, being disrespectful to anyone. A lot of men cars, a lot of men houses, a lot of men brand and names, get them a bunch of free pussy passes. Okay, a lot of women sleeping with guys, but you just another count. You just another count. You just another body count. That's it. So I'm gonna be honest with you, and I think I told y'all the story about how an NFL player came to me as soon as he got drafted, Philip Buchanan for the Raiders, and how I backed down. I didn't even accept that. He probably could have freed my life and protect me from a lot of goddamn shit I'd have been through. But I know a man with money. I know a man with brand bring glory of hoes. Okay? Glory of hoes. When I say glory of hoes. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So sometimes it's not always a good power move to put yourself in that predicament. Mm-hmm. So I wish her best. I'm not saying this is her situation, but I definitely know you got to be able, you got to be cut for that entertainment life. You got to be cut for that entertainment life, okay? Having a man out there in the entertainment world and being a big stepper and being a brand, you definitely have to be cut for that lifestyle. I'm saying this because it was brought to my platform, and this is just my words of wisdom, okay, and me to educate people. I see it all the time. I absolutely see this all the time, not just little time, but all the time. And we as women have to be careful because we want success, right? We want a man who's successful, because who don't want a protector and a provider? Who don't? Who don't? I don't know about y'all, but if I get in a committed relationship, I'm definitely looking for a man to be a protector and a provider. But give me that man that's not on tour. Give me that man that has it going on, okay? That financially stable, a successful man, but I don't want the one with the spotlight, y'all. I'm sorry. I don't want the one with the spotlight. I don't. And now y'all remember me telling y'all how I told for me. I don't feel like, his bag big enough. Over the period of years, shit, Poo Poo got enough of money for me and maybe two more girls. Poo Poo got enough of money now. Okay, when I was talking that shit to Poo Poo, okay, but Poo Poo went out. He blew up. He hustled. Now he got enough of money for me and two more girls. And I don't want that spotlight. Poo Poo is a fucking he built him one of the largest clubs out in Valdosta, Georgia, Boardwalk. Poo Poo bring artists, celebrities, into his home weekly. He bring artists to his club weekly. This man got enough of money for me and two more women. Thank you, Eugenia. You getting to where I'm saying what I'm saying. So Eugenia said I want the one in the corner for sure. So now it's like poo poo, like damn if I do, damn if I don't. It was once I didn't have enough of money to please you. Now I got too much of the spotlight. Like in 2026, y'all, girls are tricking on dudes every day, all day. You think this young man finna settle down and go back home to Bree? I can be wrong. And her 5 kids and just be locked down? Like, hell no. Hell no. And once you start showing the man off, now girls start even hitting him up even harder. Girls start coming at, and he probably already got Gloria hoes. If y'all say he this big shot, Bree is just another head count. She would just be another head count. So I'm like Eugenia. I like something. I like something laid back, and I think too that's why I'm so attached to Tavares. Tavares was always a money getting type guy, but y'all also heard me say he wasn't a nightclub guy. He wasn't a guy that run around with people. He was very a low key guy. He is the type you have to run him down. Tavares is one of those people that make moves and be out the way. He make moves and he be out the way. Like a woman wouldn't have easy access to him. And that's what I like. I don't need, but hey, for each his own. Eugenia, you know some. Eugenia said those usually be the ones with the biggest bag, don't crave attention, and are strictly about their business, and everyone in the room know exactly. And that was my dude, Tavares. Tavares gonna get up 6 in the morning and be home by 5. If you had access to him, you must have access to our home, because he just wasn't a roll runner. He didn't give people access. He wasn't a night clubber. He wasn't nothing of that kind. He gonna get to the bag, and then he was absolutely a family man outside of the toxic part. So I wouldn't be so quick to be like, oh, she got the big one. He's this big shot. He's this, he's that. Unless you know what comes with that. Entertainment world, entertainment life. Gloria hoes be attached. I mean, I just shot down so many guys my younger years and when I was out there, because I was definitely a club goer. I was definitely the person in the midst. Um, always hung around people that had that money bag, for real, for real. I was always a person who had my own bag. So VIP was my thing. Everything was always top tier for me. I'm pulling up with my private drive. I'm stepping out with my security. I'm going straight to VIP. I'm not doing that general admission thing. I'm going to be in the club where the money at. I just seen it all. Now I position myself so certain people can approach me. I mean, I remember telling so many people, like, rejecting guys. That's number one. You really want to make yourself valuable, don't be afraid to reject. I don't give a damn. I remember Peter Wards. I can't remember who Peter Wards played for, but he was a big time football player back in my days. And I remember Peter Wards trying to hit on me. And I'll never forget. He was like, I'll reject him. He was like, you must don't know who I am. I looked at him and I said, and you must not know who I am. Shit, I've been the shit. He said, you must don't know who I am. Everybody running over to him. That's Peter Warris. That's Peter Warris. He played for such and such. That's Peter Warris. And I say, yeah, and I'm Gene Davis. And I remember, oh my God, my staff went on lunch and I got to go, y'all. But I remember I was hanging out downtown Atlanta. I remember I was hanging out downtown Atlanta, girls. And damn. The dude with Tupac. This was years ago, y'all. I've been around. Like I said, I jumped off the porch. I was the teen mom or whatever, but I always cheer. I forgot who the dude was. Suge Knight. Yeah, I remember. Oh no, it was not. It was not. It was not Suge Knight. Damn, who? I can't remember. No, it was not him. Cause I wasn't married then. It was not him. Oh, I done lost my train of thought. Yeah, I can't even think of the guy, but I remember I was married to my first husband, so I had to be like 20. No, I was in my early 20s, so I had to be older than 20 because I was in the club life. So I had to be like 22, 23, somewhere like that, 23, 24. And remember, I was out with the girly girls. Let me tell y'all something. One thing about the internet, sister, I mean, honest to God, I don't know why. I always say it's the spirit in me. But anytime I walk through the doors, the security guard coming to get me. Oh, such and such sending for you. They want me to bring you up here, bring you up there. My girls, they will always let me fall through the club at the very beginning. I'm the one that gonna do the intro. I'm gonna do the walk-in because they know everything paid for the night. Me and my girls ain't never have to go out and worry about nothing. Okay, the bar's gonna be paid out for us. So I can't remember who it was, but he walked up to me. He approached me. And he was trying to get with me. We was in Atlanta, and I threw my hand up, and I was like, "Oh, I'm married. I'm married." This was shortly after my wedding, and when I tell y'all, my homegirls went off on me. They was like, "If you don't put that motherfucking Doug ass, no shining ass diamond ring down." I forgot who they say I was. But y'all, they talked about my diamond ring so bad that night. Cause I forgot who they say the guy was, but they was like, "Bitch, he just was over there with Jermaine Dupri. That's such and such." Man, I can't remember the name. They told me who the guy was. They said that man just came out the section with Jermaine Dupri. And you got that old dingy, dusty ass diamond ring in that man face talking about you married. If you don't take that shit. Girl, they was trying to make me take off my wedding ring that night. Don't you put that ring in nobody else's face. My girls went off on me so bad because my thing was I have always valued myself as being the shit, the big one in the room. But my girls know that we're going into these clubs where real celebrities at. So I have always had my mindset like, hey, I'm the shit in here. But my girls was so mad at me that night. Ooh, they said that ring. Oh, they talked about my diamond. I said, well, I'm glad y'all let me know how y'all feel about my ring. They talked all night. When I tell you, they talk all night about my ring. They told me my ring don't even oh, that diamond don't even bling. That diamond ain't even shine. Oh, I know. I can't even think of y'all. What I know who it was now. What is it was three men. One was fat and bald head. It was three. There was three artists together from out of Atlanta. Oh yeah, we 2 years apart. Oh yeah, them was the good ass days back then. Oh yes, honey, baby. Listen, you went out to the club and you came home with real money without even sleeping, because if they wasn't sending ballers over or buying out the bar, they was walking up pulling out $100 telling you to go get a drink. Shit, I already got somebody over here paying for my drink. Let me put these $100 in my pockets. Back then they'll just walk up and give you $100 and tell you go get you a drink. Okay, by the time you get to the bar, somebody cashing you out. So baby, I used to go home with plenty of money. Y'all, what is the y'all name some of the Atlanta groups? Ah man. I used to hang out with little Chris a lot too back in the days because he was just a DJ and he used to get me and my homegirls in all the clubs. We used to be in his DJ booth. Little Chris before he became a rapper. But what is this damn artist's name? And when I tell you my friend girls, the girly girls was pissed with me. We was downtown in Buckhead this night. We was at this club called Liquid Club, and we was downtown. Oh, my kids following with Suge and Tupac. It wasn't Suge Knight. It was not Suge Knight. Suge Knight came to my mind because the man was bald headed and built, not built, but bald head. I think he's a little short. Not Outcast. Who was in the Outcast group? Was it Outcast? Was it a bald head group? Was there a bald head man in the Outcast group, y'all? But anyway, he was in the club that night with Jermaine Dupri. It was the Outcast from Atlanta. But we was at this club. I can never forget the club. It was Club Liquid, and it was downtown Atlanta in the Buckhead. Yeah, so that's it. Name some of the Outcasts. It's the bald head man. I call him Suge Knight, but he was fucking funny looking to me. So I wanted him to get out my face. I didn't know him. I didn't know rappers like that. And they told me who he was when he walked away. They was like, do you know who you just told you was married? What was I'm getting ready to go. What was the Outcast guy name?
Andre 3000 or Big Boy?
Big Boy. I'm telling them about the time when we was in Atlanta and I put my ring up and told the man, oh, I'm married. And y'all went off on me. Oh my. So Big Boy was his name. So Big Boy was his name or something like that. But anyway, child. So from that point forward, y'all, because I really didn't know the Atlanta, because I'm from down south, like JT Money, Trick Daddy, you know. I'm from down south, so now I'm in Atlanta. I really don't know the rap artists like that. So every time somebody come walk up to me, I used to have to ask the girly girls, like, who that? Do y'all know who this is? So I whisper, like, who this y'all? But I had me some good old days. I mean, when I tell y'all my 20s, my 30s, or my 40s don't owe me a damn thing. It don't owe me a damn thing. And I just, if I don't leave nothing else with y'all, I just want to leave words of encouragement. Know that you are the shit, okay? You are the shit. I'm sorry I'm giving it to y'all in this verbiage, but know that you are the shit. Stop allowing people come in your life and you get hyped off of their status. You hyped off their status. Oh, he the big one. Oh, he got a brand. Oh, he well known. Stop having that mindset. You the trophy. You the trophy. You the shit. Because you setting yourself up if you getting with somebody because of their status. You know what I'm saying? Their brand. Oh no, you just a number. A lot of people know that they can lay up with women. They can get what they want to get out of you just because of their brand, who they are. And stop messing with people just because they got money and they have a brand if they ain't gonna share their money with you. If they ain't gonna position you, shit, I ain't getting happy because of the car you drive, the house you live in, the money you got in your bank account. Unless you finna share this with me, are you adding my name on your car? Are you adding my name on your house? Then that shit ain't inciting me. Unless you about to add me on. You about to add me on that deed? You about to add me on that title? You gonna go to your bank account and give me some money out your account? Other than that, I ain't going on no free date, no free ride to bring the nigga that's already bring. Just to say I laid up with JoJo, a Momo, because he got a brand, he got a name, he got money. What are he about to do? He about to help me better myself? Oh yeah, Eugene, I did. When I listen, I always let me tell you something. When I was going out to the nightclub, I always wanted to be the hot shit. So just cause you walk up to me and approach me, it is not like I'm finna accept your number or I'm about to give my number. Because guess what? When I come back next weekend, when I'm about to come out next weekend, I want you and your homeboys to sit in the corner and not whisper that you knocked me off or you've been talking to me on the phone. I want you and your homeboys to sit in the corner and be like, damn, she a tough one. She a bad one. Like, she ain't budging. She ain't budging. So I always, whenever I walked in the room, I always had that mindset, I'm the shit. Oh, you grew up with DJ Quick, Corrupt, Snoop Dogg, and Nate Dogg. You out there in Cali. I went to school with Tyrese, the singer. Yes, that's the thing. I went to school with a lot of NFL player. I grew up best friends with Deion Sanders' sister. Um, yeah, and of course, I think I told y'all the backstory of Plows being my brother-in-law. Plows' brother was my first boyfriend, my first lover, my first everything. Hmm. Yeah, but I ain't never been like celebrity scrunk or I ain't never fall weak because of a person's status or whatever because I have always thought highly of myself and I feel like to me I'm a masterpiece, whether the world give me the stamp or not. I remember when I first came on here and it was blue checking everybody, giving people blue checks and stuff. And I was like, shit, I was validated before I came on the internet. I don't need a blue check. It's just all a mindset. It's the way you think. It's the way you conduct yourself. It's the way you carry yourself. It's absolutely that's really what matters. And you know, value yourself. Child, please, there wasn't no BBLs back in my days. It was all about being a petite woman. It wasn't about having no big booty, small waistline. It was all about natural bodies. Back in my days, you put on your little black dress, you a pair of little black heels, honey, get your clutch, and you the hot shit. It was all about that soft life, the soft arms, the soft little boobs. You didn't have to have. I had some real. Oh, I love yo yo. You can't play with my yo yo. Oh, baby, I used to have a ear full of dolphin earrings, baby. I love myself some yo yo. I knew yo yo in Brandon. Yes, I used to love myself some yo yo. But it was all about just smelling good, having on that when you walk past smell. You know what I'm saying? I'm a woman that I love to smell good. I love to smell good. And when somebody hug me or touch me, I love to feel soft. I love to feel soft. Like I done hug some people and I be like, damn, her skin was dry and hard. I don't like that. Like I believe in yeah, just put back in my days, just used to have my little short haircut or my little bob or waves, whatever. Every now and then, back in '90s, I had the hard pin-ups, but a little black dress and a little black heels moisturize that skin and smell so good. It wasn't all that extra big butt, little waistline. I wore my crop tops. I had my time when I wore my crop tops, but you didn't have those BBLs, all that extra butt. And I'm gonna tell you something. The other day, and I was finna record it, and I didn't. But the other day, I had a meeting with my brother, and I told him to come to me, and I was at the car wash, so he came up to the car wash. And I'm just sitting in the car wash minding my own business in the waiting room. But there was a black man in the too. And a girl walked past y'all with a small waistline and a big butt. And when I tell y'all, I don't know why. This black man was so mad at this girl. Hey, Lysandra, it didn't make no sense. He said, now why would she do that to her body? Don't she know we know that ain't her ass? Girl, I was finna record the man, but I didn't know who the girl was. And then I didn't want to put the man out there without his, acknowledgement, because he can have some family members built like that or whatever. I just did not want to record the man. But I wanted people to hear his conversation is what I wanted. He said, why would she do her body like that? Don't she know we know that's not her ass. We know that's not her ass. I just don't like women who do that. That's a turnoff. That's a turnoff. Nobody want to be natural no more. He is hurt by the BBL. He said, I don't like to see shit. And I didn't know men think like that. I thought all men like the big butts, small waistline. But y'all, I'm here to tell y'all, at the car wash, this lady walked past. That man was not happy. So not all men like that body. He said it was a turnoff. I thought her body was not something I want. I tease my brother and my mama with a BBL or whatever, but that's not something I want. That's not something I want. But he was mad. And he said that's a turnoff. And I'm talking about that man was over there having all kind of outbursts. I was so glad when that girl got in her truck and pulled off, because she just didn't know she had a black man in the waiting room of the car wash real upset. He said he don't like seeing that. And that stuff that shit is a turn off. I said, whoa. I would have wanted to hold a conversation with him so bad, but yeah, she did, Eugene. She triggered him. She triggered him so bad. I ain't even got that type of butt, but I wanted to walk out the car wash walking backwards. I didn't want him to see my butt, but y'all know I'm into wearing the long dress down to my ankles now. Y'all, I'm in my 40s. I'm dressing how I should dress, right? Listen, I love me a nice soft dress and nice pair of sandals and my little handbags. All that tight stuff pulled up on me and all that. I'm past that. I never really been that type of girl anyway. But I definitely love, you know, my long dresses. I really do. I feel sexy in my long dresses. But yeah, he almost had me walking with my back turned. I was about to walk out with my back turned. No, I was telling them about this man I seen. Listen, y'all. But y'all, it's been so real. Hey, Sister Lysandra. Lysandra, I took a little break off. I've been just spending time with my girls and working on my projects. My different, got different things going on, working on my projects, reading, going more to the gym. But I'm back. I just had a detox. Oh, yeah, my sister Chris broke her ankle in 2 places at our family reunion. So I've been dealing with her. Thank you for stopping in, checking on me, sis. I'm going to be back live, y'all, probably later today. If not later today, I'll be back live tomorrow. But I really enjoyed laughing with you guys, having conversation. We really didn't get the opportunity to talk much about the online fight and all the drama. And so I'll be back to talk about that. But yeah, I see there's a lot of online drama going on. Yes, baby. I used to love them wraparound dresses. But guys, I love you guys, and there's nothing y'all can do about it. Mic off. Until next time, I'm out.